That first fucking horror sequence with like the lights turning out when you get the shotgun, that fucking kicked ass. It was incredible. It's like, oh look, here's a free shotgun on the ground. Oh god, no.
The dude. What's this one here, Aphrodite? He's ugly! Ugly! Ugly!
You had it coming.
I thought you were trying to resist going to sleep, but apparently you're fucking wired now.
I'm wired, dude. I'm ready to play D&D. No. Give me, it's 7:13. Give me until like 9 or 10 o'clock. That's when you'll just hear me go completely silent.
Going, blah. Just keel over.
The duck is stirring, and you are all here, as it were, it looks like. At least most of the victims.
Oberus is missing in
Funny
action.
enough, I was worried I was going to be too late.
I was putting together this, well, at least the first scenario. If we get to the second one for Dungeon 6, that's fantastic. But me thinks we're going to have fun with the transportation to that. If we even get to that point. Fuck if I know.
Okay, yeah, because we still haven't finished the 5th.
Hey, is the thing
We're
open?
almost done.
Yes, you can join in the Foundry. It is open.
I cannot, for some reason, whenever I click the link.
Oh.
Yep, agreed.
Oh, does that
That's weird.
We lost Shaman.
Yeah,
I've been trying to join and I can't.
Oh, as I say,
I was on the couch like
just try, because like if you just try, it should be open.
Let me try again.
Well, I'm also trying again.
It's doing loading. Loading.
yeah, I was literally on the couch like not even like 2-3 minutes ago.
I'm sorry, is this a mecha racing game?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
there's
still getting
combat.
nothing.
Shaman's hopping out.
Yeah, I
so.
saw that.
Okay. Damn it.
Yep, the connection is timed out.
Really? Okay.
Yep, no Foundry.
Really? That's weird.
No foundry found.
Let me.
It woke
Connection timed out.
Yeah,
is the
that's
exact.
really weird. Everyone should be trusted players. I guess
Just
I'll hit
give me a call and I'll get it.
Now I gotta figure out where I got the links for you guys to click on, because the links might have changed or something. Which
It's yeah.
Let's
see.
Let's see.
The address change.
Okay, let me see. 19 Rabbit 4.
I know it's in pen.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in pen.
19 Rabbit
I'm
4,
gonna-
19 Rabbit 4, 19 Rabbit 4.
I'm changing it. We'll see if it changed. It did change.
Hey, Dot.
Hey.
New link.
At 4:58, you said Dota. What?
I don't know. I had stream of consciousness there.
No worries, buddy. Dota.
All right,
Yeah.
now try
Stream
the
of
link.
consciousness.
There was a new link. I don't
I
know
had to
why I
re-enter
changed
my
it.
password. La la.
Link.
Where's the new link?
Oh fuck! What's my password?
Oh, there we go. Hey, it worked.
It's so stupid. I can't believe it actually changed to a different link this time.
Oh, it's okay.
It was
Password
updated.
again?
It's right below. It's right below it.
Are you kidding me?
I did the
It's
same
your
thing.
credit card.
I did the same
Well,
thing.
you gotta find your username first. It's your credit card and the wacky numbers in the back.
It's so ridiculous. I did everything I could to make this user friendly.
Funny enough, I did type. I typed out my name in
Monk's
caps.
combat details have transferred over your personal settings from Monk's little details. You will need to refresh your browser for some settings to take effect.
Okay,
What?
that's- okay,
Combat
so it's locked on.
details.
Wasp spray?
I like how we're all told that monks got changed. Smile.
Yeah, monks are special. Oh,
You know what?
ooh.
You know what? No more monks.
Did this get an update recently? Because like my favorites are like showing up
Invalid
now.
password, my ass.
No, it's not that you didn't have favorite. It's not that your favorites are showing up. You didn't have favorites, and I've added favorites for you all.
You
Smart.
had favorites? I had a few favorites. I had a few favorites.
You had a few
going.
favorites, and there's now more. Smile.
I appreciate it. Oh, you son bitch.
What?
I have favorites.
You know what you did?
Oh, you
What
like
favorite?
the true strike right at the bottom.
Okay, thank God it wasn't me.
There's no way to sort them, so like I suddenly remembered True Strike, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
Oh, by the way, we're leveled up this one, right? We're no
Not
longer
yet.
5. or
Not
6.
yet. You've
No,
got
yet.
to
no,
have done
because
it.
we aren't at the end yet. We aren't at the
We
end
haven't
yet.
solved the mystery just yet.
You're close.
We haven't. Yeah, we haven't figured out who killed Old Man Jenkins and why.
Yeah.
Okay, you literally
Yeah.
just killed Old Man Jenkins, but
We don't know who shot Hannibal.
Who did
Sorry.
it? But who did it? Who
did
shot
it?
Chekhov's gun?
Who shot Hannibal, please?
Wow. Anyway,
Who shot Hannibal?
Funny enough,
Yeah, where's... Alright.
did you?
Okay.
You made sure to set up Bremen's from last time, right?
Brennan's
His
what?
Tinker Tools.
Oh, probably not, because they were not in my notes.
It's my bad.
No, that's okay. The Magic Tinker Tools. Let me.
Oh no, he's gonna take our Bremens!
Not your Bremen's.
No, he's not.
I'll hand him over for my cold dad!
Oh wow, they all have prices on them now.
That's a zoom in.
Pretty
Why
neat.
did my settings reset? Hello,
Yeah, why did
sir.
my
The
settings
world
reset?
reset. The world reset.
It's
Sadness.
Yeah, there are things
Everything now tells.
There were
tells
things
you
that
the price.
things that changed. Specifically, I figured out how to make sure that the spells that come from the powers don't show in your spellbook.
Yay!
So you're not constantly being reminded that you don't have access to vampiric touch somehow.
Thank you.
Does anyone remember? Hi, Monk's combat markers.
It's in core settings. Scroll down to Panda Token Speaker.
There it is.
Save changes. Type error reading null element. Or sorry, type cannot read properties of null element.
Reading refresh, reading element. Thanks. So, what did they do this time?
What did they do?
Zed, you broke Foundry.
I didn't break.
I don't think it's Zel's fault. I think it's Foundry's fault.
Yeah, I didn't.
Foundry, you
Probably
broke
Foundry's
Foundry.
fault.
I didn't.
Oh
do
shit!
anything.
Chat's constantly open now on the bottom right.
Rimbos!
My
favorite Brimbo.
I saw Bremen's and all I could think was Brimbo.
The chats now,
What's the
like the
photo?
text box and the dices, are open in the
He's
bottom
the
right now,
Brimbo.
constantly.
I can.
I've always said that.
I haven't.
If you are having issues, make sure you are taking the new link to Foundry. Apparently there was a Foundry.
Hello,
update.
Ducky.
So, for everyone who is not the duck, the link has changed. So make sure you click that new link and the previous thread.
team full link.
Love to see it.
Not the mini 0 one, because everybody
Yeah,
else
that's
needs to use the
fine.
normal one. 19d6. That's pretty spiffy.
Wait, did you
Dulcinea-
figure out? My bad.
Dulcinea told me told me to roll hit dice, so I rolled 19 d6s.
Eat
cool.
hit dice.
Eat hit
it
dice.
looks
Oh,
like I missed a
excellent.
link of
So you're
buttons.
gonna eat 66 points of damage next. Or I think that kills you. So sorry, new character.
No, that kills me. Yeah, I think that's
So sorry to
double
delete your
my health.
sheet.
So sorry, take
Yeah.
Indeed, so sorry.
I
Take
cannot,
HP. You're
I
just-
cannot hear Ducky.
The duck just got to the
I
duck.
cannot
It
be
just
taught
made
how
it.
to Dougie.
Did you finally learn how the shooter hardplay thing works? The acid damage?
I did. Yes, I figured out how to add
Because
in
I see
different
that.
damage modifiers.
That's so interesting that I can see the formulas now too. I like that.
Can't wait to see my unarmed strikes do shit tons of damage again by accident. Hold on.
It's a
Let's
reset.
see. Let's see if they reset. Okay.
The world
They
reset.
didn't, thankfully.
That d20 looks odd.
That's because I have what's it called? Blessed.
I don't think
Bless.
I don't think that's how that works.
Why do you have
That's
plus?
Is that an attack roll? Oh, okay. Is
On-
that's
That
the
was
attack
to
roll.
hit. That was a to hit.
Okay,
I did it
was
backwards.
like, why
Sorry.
is there a d20 on the damage? Hello? It's like,
Yeah, no. I'm punching really hard now. But I'm only rolling a d6 to hit. That would be miserable. I would never succumb to such a thing.
I would be willing to add in a Wilby-Wompy weapon like that.
What room
But
was
that
the
would-
link in? I'm not seeing it anymore.
That's impossible. You have to crit.
Okay, so Obris, you need to go to 19 Rabbit 4 up in the top of the Discord server.
Okay.
And then-
it's Spotify
I think
was.
did you just edit the original message, baby?
Yeah,
that
it
was
should have
Yeah,
changed.
It's in the pins.
Yeah, it's in the pins. The new link is in the pins. I am trying to make this as user-friendly as possible.
There we go.
And it appeared that the new link is what mattered because everyone couldn't access the original site ping. So you had to change the link you went to. This is the first, and it's done that since we've been using it, so it's obviously it doesn't do that often, but we'll be mindful of that going forward. If you guys can't get to the page one day, it's probably because there's a new link needing to be made. So anyway, last time you fought the Lich Lord of Dwarves. You had a cool, pretty fun, epic fight. Multiple people went down throughout the fight, but no one died. There was
It's all in good fun.
there was many booings because no one actually died. Though Francis did get the most effective TPK so far in this party by accident. By taking the chain lightning on themselves, which caused the spell to redirect to them rather than just purely taking extra damage. But I have awarded Shaman multiple Columbo points for the daring effort to try to save a friend from being killed by a chain lightning.
It was delayed justice, that's for sure. That was delayed
It's
justice.
just like,
It was delayed something, all right.
you had a riveting, thrilling, hard fight against a creature with legendary actions and resistances. So welcome to the bullshit that will come from bosses.
This is a high-level campaign.
This is a game that will extend into epic levels, so just bear that in mind. You will suffer at some point. Speaking of suffering, I'll unpause it so you can move around. But remember, there are traps in this dungeon. And most of you are still, low on HP.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
yeah, I'm not feeling so good still. But I'm guessing most of the immediate threats are down except for the traps that are still lit up.
Yep, the traps are
Oh.
still lit up, and the immediate threats appear to have been resolved. There are no more gargoyles that you can see. They all crumbled when the Lich Lord died, and the Lich Lord's bones have turned to dust already after the fight. The skull is
Good.
still...
Good riddance.
The minute Ryan pulled her axe out of the skull of the Lich Lord's skull fell apart.
Good riddance.
Can I do a perception check of the room?
Sure.
It's been so long. I can't see shit, apparently.
That's a 1. That's rough, best.
Oh,
Shape and color.
I think there's something right here.
Let's see. What happens when you crit fail a skill check? Hey, you could roll a Brennan point if you want to.
Alright.
God.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I know.
What? That's new.
Uh-oh.
I like that.
Uh-oh. I haven't seen something yet, so you're seeing something, but I haven't seen it.
Hold on. Motherfucker!
The gods are
It's
displeased.
over.
No.
Would you
It's
like to use
so
a Brennan
over.
point?
Hey, can I give a Bremen point?
No, you can't.
Next
Sorry,
throw,
Jack.
sorry, hi guys, I'm back. Next there's popping a squat right here, just kind of sitting there, smoking a cigarette.
I
So,
need to use another Bremen
Aurora,
point.
are you using the Bremen point?
I am.
What's going on? Holy shit, are we...
Aurora tried
She's
perception check.
rolling ones.
Aurora tried
Yeah.
perception check and it went really, really poorly. So 14. So just to reacquaint you with the room, there's 6 pillars holding up the highly vaulted ceiling. You know, there's an assortment of traps. While the lights are hard to tell The areas that are lit up are trapped areas, so be mindful of them. You can see in the light of the traps, there are barrels on the far ends of the room. And then there is the sarcophagus that, while is not having the curse hex on it anymore from the Lich Lord of the Dwarves, is still magically enchanted with something. And if you don't recall, the sarcophagus had in some language that Nextra could read Lady Naval's name on it.
Okay.
And when Nextra said
Well,
Naval's name, that's when the fight started.
It's
Am I allowed
time
to-
to
I need
it's
go
time to
have a sippy.
investigate this fucking coffin.
I need to have a sippy.
You need
Yeah.
my help? You need my help, Dulcie?
Ryder, please just like.
I would prefer that.
I'm gonna click these things. If things happen, I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna
Well,
help.
no, we're
I'm gonna help Dulcinea any way I can. I don't know what that entails, but
It has like something on it besides like something protecting it, kind of.
No, it's you would need to use a detect magic and then make an Arcana roll to figure out what spell has been cast on it.
Okay. I mean, like I was just making sure I heard you right. That was all.
Well,
yeah,
who's
there's
got
some
that?
there's some kind of enchantment that was being put on by the Lich Lord of Dwarves,
Yeah.
and despite their demise, there's still an enchantment on it.
Looks over at Aurora.
What are you looking at me for?
You know detect magic, don't you?
I am out of spell slots.
Well, I wish to roll then for looking for loot.
There is
Didn't you do this last time?
there is no observable location for finding loot in this room. So sorry.
Damn you! I'm gonna go have a sippy then.
Okay. You wander into the dark. I mean, it is technically safe if the dark area does not have traps.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Anyways.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Who's scared?
Ryder, quit.
I scared.
Please.
I'm Val.
Ryder.
Are you gonna spray
Anyway,
the
I'm
boy?
gonna have a sippy.
Duck. If the boy's harassing you, spray him.
Ryder?
I misspelled Aurora's name.
Hey,
Hoorah.
Pringles, is there something underneath that tentacle that you got? on the
No,
board
I
there?
can remove him.
That I just wanted to see if there was something under there.
Wait, I thought your what's it called? Concentration failed last session. Did you resummon him?
I mean, it would have.
No, we determined that it didn't go down whenever I went down.
Yeah, it's not.
I just wanted to know if there was a pillar under there or something. So.
Yeah, there's a little brazier.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Cool. Good
Yeah,
to
so
know.
next is going to give Dulcinea assistance in whatever it is that Dulcinea is doing. Investigation, I believe.
I said investigation.
Are you saying something, Duck? You're very
Wait.
quiet.
I'm just reading the gibberish in the memes.
That's very.
Yeah, I misspelled Aurora's name really bad.
Aurora.
Aurora. Aurora.
I was gonna say it just sounds like a dog. Dog.
So the coffin.
Yes, the coffin. You're looking at the
Anyways.
coffin. It's magically enchanted with some
I check
powerful
on-
spell.
I-
You think?
I check on Ducky's stream, and all she has on there is just the word P written. I love it. There you go. There it is again. Incredible.
Is that at least in a fancy font?
No.
The coffin, right?
Ducky's handwriting is a
The
fantasy
coffin,
font.
right? The coffin.
Yeah. So
The coffin.
What about the coffin? What do you want to know?
We're investigating the coffin with
Okay,
advantage.
I'm waiting on a
'cause
roll.
I'm
I'm
getting
waiting
help.
on a roll. I'm waiting on a roll. What do you want to know about the coffins? What are you trying to figure out from looking at the coffin?
I'm trying to figure out if the. So we know it's enchanted. Is there anything further about it? Is there anything in its design and its anything?
It is the way it's crafted. It looks like the stone that is made out of is all one piece, and that the sarcophagus, rather than a coffin, but a sarcophagus was crafted from simply two stones, and so the whatever's inside it is all one rock. Otherwise, it looks like you'd have to slide the top off, but knowing how magic works, surely something bad will happen while that spell is still on it.
Huh.
I mean, you'd at least think something bad will happen. Maybe you don't.
Should we even be opening it up? That's also a question.
Probably not.
I don't know if that's really respectful to the dead, to be honest.
I do not believe so either.
Does anyone have
But
detect
we are at a
magic at
want
this
for-
point? Anyone in the party?
No.
Everyone who has detect magic has used all their detect magic.
I mean, hold on. I do have
Does the
identify.
Identify
Does the
is
ring
meant for
also
identifying
do-
an object. It doesn't tell you spell material. Doesn't tell you what the spell does. It just tells you, hey, this is a cool sword that has this enchantment on it specifically. But the sarcophagus is not something you identify. You cannot hold it in your hands.
Okay.
It's always gamble and just fucking touch the damn thing, but I don't know if we want to do that.
I am bleeding.
I am
Hey,
also
cool.
bleeding.
I mean, a
I am
fair amount of
bleeding
you are
pretty
bleeding. Breacher is bleeding. Breacher ate a lightning bolt.
Uh-huh.
What's the worst that could happen?
Wait,
Oh,
Bremen's leather allows me to use Misty Step. Hold on.
Oh, that's clutch.
I was gonna say, some of you
Yeah.
who acquired non-weapon things should probably check your things to see if you've got any interesting things on your,
Oh,
your
I-
stuff.
I don't want to use this unless it's unless I know that this spell is like a bad thing for sure.
Okay, so none of you can read Ancient Dwarven. Do any of you have comprehend languages?
I have. Wait.
I do,
Dexter
but I'm
still
out of
has
spells.
comprehend languages.
Wait,
right?
I can't.
No, because I fell down.
I can't read
Yeah.
Let me go look at your character sheet, Aurora.
it. I
Well,
I have
You can
Dwarvish.
read,
Dwarven.
so Aurora, you can read Ancient Giant, but I don't remember if we gave you Dwarven.
I do have Dwarvish.
Okay, then yes, you'd be able to read it if you looked at it, but you walked away.
Oh boy.
I don't think
But
you've
you
told
walked
anyone.
away.
You haven't
Maybe
told
you should
anyone.
come back.
No, you've not
Don't
told
they know?
Oh,
anyone.
Aurora's getting a trick with me.
I
You,
know, because I
you've not told
The
anyone
coins.
you can read Ancient Dwarven up to this point.
thought I did. Did I not?
Mm-mm.
Because we had the coin situation, and we
You never
had.
told us the price though.
No,
for
you,
the coins.
you never told us you could read Dwarven.
Yeah, you just gave me praise values. Like you didn't.
I didn't
actually-
give them. I didn't give
You
them
didn't
the
even tell our
values.
characters.
No, you have not shared information about what your character knows. I am so sorry to say, Sky.
You have not shared information about your character or what they know.
My
Or what
bad.
they
I
are
thought I
capable
did.
of.
No.
That's what
Anyways,
you know,
can I
foul
shoot
one.
the barrel?
I mean,
Don't
you
shoot the
shoot-
barrel.
You can always shoot
What?
the barrel. Sure.
Wait, what barrel are you shooting?
Yeah, which way you shoot? You shoot the one I'm reaching for.
Where the fuck are you? Oh,
Thinking
the barrel's
about
over
it.
Why are y'all over there? What are y'all doing
Getting
over
a
there?
sippy. We are getting a sippy.
Why right
I'm putting,
now?
I'm putting the hand on the fucking coffin.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
Doing
Hey,
anything.
excellent. When you put your hand on the coffin, you all feel eminent magic start to forcefully pull you to it like a vortex.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
We're getting sucked away. We're getting sucked away.
And
you.
and now
You
all of you,
survived.
as a result, I need all of you to make a con save. The DC is 20.
Oh,
A sippy.
I knew something
I'm
bad
not
would
good at
happen.
that.
Man, it's almost like you should be handling the problem first.
I never mind. I still have
Play the game. We'll play the game, all right. God damn it.
What about the sippy?
I guess I'm getting KO'd. I guess I'm getting KO'd.
Con save, right?
Yeah, con save.
Well, this is
Bruh.
pretty bad.
Can they burn their inspirations on this already?
I mean, people could burn their inspirations. They are allowed to.
Yeah, fuck it.
Why
I'm
did
doing
you
it.
touch the coffin?
What do you
I
mean?
told
Why
you.
would you touch the barrel?
I wanted sippy.
Yeah, because you're a fucking whore.
All right, I have re-rolled. I have used my inspiration and re-rolled my 11, or my 7 to an 11.
Kind of.
Okay, I'm using my fucking inspiration. All right.
I still failed, but not as bad.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
See you later,
Dustin.
everybody. I guess I should start rolling a new character.
No, the good news
Brother
is
Chambers.
the good
Brother
news
Chambers
is
just
so
rolled a
everyone
1.
everyone who did not succeed the DC 20, you are at 1 HP.
Great.
Everyone who succeeded the save, nothing happened to you. No consequences.
Great job.
So
What was
Valentine,
the-
Valentine, no
okay.
consequences.
Wait, what would we have to pass?
DC 20.
Oh fuck, man!
1 HP for everyone. Unless you're at 1 HP. I don't think this will kill anyone. But yeah, no, this is a beautiful get reduced down to 1 HP. Good thing none of you touched this coffin during the fight, right?
Boy, that would have been terrible, huh?
Didn't even know that was an option.
Smile. Surely nothing can go wrong. Surely.
I just saw the minus 69 from Rhyme.
DC 20, right?
Yeah, DC 20. Yeah, you barely failed it. It's sad, tragic. Even.
That's rough.
It's rough. So yeah, all of you.
I don't know.
All of you who saved, which that does not involve you, Lux. I'm so sorry, Lux. I'm taking your HP down to 1.
I'm so bad because I healed after
I've lost everything already.
everything I healed up after the fight is now gone.
Yeah, consequences
so
are great, aren't they?
Damn you, Dot.
I told you we're gonna win the game. That's all I'm saying.
Man, it's almost like you should come over and help. Waiting for what?
And all of a sudden, you start to feel the sarcophagus open up, and you see a bone hand reaching through to the top, and it starts to fade as it's coming out.
I must smash it with hammer.
Your hammer goes.
Can I cast?
Your hammer goes through the hand.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, I got a stupid idea. Can I cast Chill Touch to shake its hand?
I mean, you can attempt to. You need to make an attack.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space.
Mm-hmm.
I can like touch it with that. Like I don't want to like hurt it. I just want to shake its hand.
I would like to inform you that Shield Touch is an anti-undead spell.
Okay, I'm not touching it then.
If you touch it, you will hurt it likely if your thing actually hits it.
I read the coffin.
Never mind.
Now
Can
that
you
I'm
read the
over here.
coffin? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Here lies wife sorry, stuttered there. Here lies wife of a lover and a king, Lady Naval, and then the last name's indiscernible because it's got the enchantment over it.
Did you say something?
Oh, this coffin is for Lady Naval.
What?
And you see a ghostly apparition start to flow for where the hand disappeared initially, and it appears to be a ghostly apparition of Lady Naval.
God.
But her character, what she looks like because of the statue we prayed at, right?
Yeah, it looks like her flesh form. It's not bony.
Can I give like a little High Queen wave?
It does not appear to immediately interact with you. It doesn't
Little D
acknowledge-
is just fucking frozen, mortified.
Same with
This is
Val.
the
She's kind
consequences of your
of backing up towards the wall now. Like, what?
She's glancing towards the door to make a run for it. Damn it! The door!
Door closed.
Door,
Our way
stop!
out.
Stop, please! It burns!
Little ones, you've done a good thing here. I see. My loving third is causing problems.
Indeed he is.
I'm so glad you've
Did-
asked for my assistance.
I had intended to assist you more so, but what do you intend?
To reinstigate and reinstitute the cycle of life and death on this world. And then she starts to fade.
It isn't already?
Make a knowledge religion roll or a wisdom roll. There, Naxara.
Let's see.
Your choice. If you don't have knowledge religion, make the wisdom roll. It'll probably go better.
Do I have religion? I don't have.
That's a wisdom saving throw. I'm asking for a wisdom check, not a wisdom saving throw. You might think yes is your answer, Nexra. It wasn't that high of a DC. What was ever on the sarcophagus probably was keeping her in there. And now all of you, thinking about sarcophaguses, make intelligence rolls.
Alright.
Is that the right thing to do?
Wait, is Spingles heading out? I see the I go now.
BRB.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a 1 on intelligence.
Wow, hey,
can I spend a fucking...
If you roll a 1 here, you can use a Bremen point. Sure can.
I
see Lux also rolled a 1.
Hold on, let me find my...
Inspiration's a thing too.
Yeah, inspiration.
Oh shit, we can use Burn now to detect magic?
No.
Yeah.
Unless you've got points for it. Smile.
There we go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I burned the
Oh my god, from a crit fail to a crit success.
That's a fucking gain, isn't it?
That's a wild time.
I roll the highest highs and the lowest of lows all the time, baby. Let's go.
Is that a Bremen boy?
It is a Bremen point.
Hell yeah.
Indeed, as well as
Juicing.
greed. Yeah, so...
I always refill my resources somehow, baby. Let's go.
So I gave some members of the party last time an in-depth breakdown of how many points have old gods received over the course of the game. Your characters don't know, the players know stuff, but the characters don't know information that I gave some people remaining. But I will say, as of this point, the way I would characterize various gods influences the world. Lysandra, Star, Columbo, Walter, and Grandma have a middling influence. They're either alive and have some amount of power, or they're dead and they don't have much at all. Naval and Rage have an influence on the world. Despite being dead, they've had enough support and power to them. Arcelean is obviously gaining influence, and Bremen has Dominion. Good luck.
Main man Bremen over here.
Bremen's our guy, right? Bremen is our friend. Bremen's our friend.
Surely
I'm
nothing
carrying
can
him
go
in my-
wrong.
Bremen, know what I'm saying.
Surely
Damn it,
nothing
my
can
main
go
man
wrong.
Bremen.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally hanging out with us.
Definitely on our
See?
side. Smile.
There he is.
So anyway, what's my 20 get me?
So,
There have been sarcophaguses in the other dungeons.
Oh, dear God.
Who?
oh man, more chances to lose all my HP. Darn.
So, what you might assume, Lux, is if this person is someone Arcelean cared about, you might intuit that the other sarcophaguses hold people Arcelean cares about. But they may not have the same love for Arcelean today.
I'm going to step a little bit closer and be like, so, are you still with Arcelean, or like, let's just be very, very quiet about this, but he's still trying to speak up a little bit, but he's in the way of being unsure on how to talk to this very powerful being.
Didn't she disappear?
She did disappear.
Oh yeah,
Who the fuck are you talking to?
talking to the air because he's scared.
Is there anything inside besides like her? When she was.
There's a skeletal body, what you might think is hers. There's nothing on it at
The
this
stick.
point.
Poke it with a stick.
You poke
I
the
am
body
not
with the
doing
stick.
that.
No.
I step away.
I assume Lux just did it, so Lux, you poke with the stick, nothing happens.
Wonder if she has
Give
any
you
loot
no
on her.
respect, goddammit.
What if she has any loot on her? Start rifling through coffin.
There's absolutely nothing in the
Smack
coffin.
him upside the head. Smack
Can
him upside
I-
the head. Smack
Can
him
I
upside the head.
genuinely try to stop him from doing this?
Yeah, sure. You can make a grapple check.
That's in fucking insane. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, hey, Lux, I need you to click that DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm going to use my. Actually, no, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Have some fucking respect,
Hey, you
goddammit.
grab him and he
Oh.
worms through. He
I
winds up.
dexterity, bitch.
He winds up ungracefully though, falling into the coffin on top of the bones. Which, Lux, when you hit the bones, you get hurt. They don't break. You take 7 points of damage, as you feel like you just slammed your body into metal.
Lux is unconscious
Like,
and fading.
man, this feels way above my pay grade.
That's right! 1 HP to 3, baby! Straight into consequences.
I tried to warn him.
Dulcie is just staring at this
this
fucking
time.
idiot. Dulcie's staring at this fucking idiot. She reaches into his pockets and takes the gun.
Understandable. Gun is removed.
Rhyme is gonna go ahead and pour a potion onto him.
She's also going to take the bullets as well.
Understood. You take the gun
No,
and the bullet.
You're looting me. You're looting me.
What else does he have, actually?
He's doing
Uh,
Can I take my silver?
In the 6 seconds you're searching for specific things, you cannot just rifle through for anything. Since you called out what you were looking for specifically, you've done your thing in these 6 seconds before Ryan will put a potion down his throat.
Oh, I wanted the platinum back.
Oh, you can take the platinum back.
Alright.
Any one person could do one specific thing.
Anyone else? Anyone else want to give him some consequences for his actions?
No, I just
what are we
wanted
doing?
to.
What happened? Why is Lux on the ground?
So, like,
So what you missed was Lux saw that the coffin was open and said, "Oh, I'm gonna loot the coffin." And our good friend Val decided to try and stop him. He's slipped out like a.
So
like
he reaches. So your characters see him reach for the coffin. I get grappled immediately. I don't even get to rifle through anything. And then I slither out and get my head like crack my head on the side of the coffin after slithering out. And then you guys are taking my shit.
just
Good. Good. Listen, if Siri isn't gonna do some educational discipline, Dulcie will.
Insane.
Siri's not gonna say anything because he does the same shit to other people.
Yep.
So she's just gonna be like, "Yeah, he had it coming."
What goes around comes around.
So now you start looting me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Looting
Siri
you,
does that.
not looting you, disarming you.
no. Aurora definitely picked his pocket and pulled a shiny out that she
Yeah,
knew where it
Siri-
was.
Okay. Siri also didn't know that you had a gun, so she now feels better knowing that you do not have a gun.
Gun?
That's so real. That's so real.
Hey, I think
Look,
I'm like.
I never said she was a good teacher. Okay.
Don't worry, Dulcie noticed.
Uh-oh.
You were the one who gave her the gun, gave him the gun,
did you
anyways.
guys- did Hockey storm off? Okay.
No, he's here.
I heard a disconnect. I was like, did we lose Hockey?
No.
I'd be able to give him a silver instead. It's like a
I mean,
it's
that,
like
yes.
Indiana Jones.
Okay,
You
for
could
that.
if it
still
wasn't more
confused.
than...
When did
Literally, Ryan said she's pouring a potion down your throat. While you are all being goblins in this phase, you can't
I'm
do
not
more
being a
than one
goblin.
thing. No, you can't. You can't do more than one thing. You said you were going for a specific thing, both of you. I don't mind you went
Yeah.
for that specific thing. There's not going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to go for this, now this, then this, and this, and this. It's one thing.
Of course. I just didn't hear that Ryan.
He's also in the
did
coffin, so it's limited space. And Rhyme, Valentine, now Aurora, and Dulcinea are around it. There's a spot for one other person to be a fuckwad, but like that.
What do you mean be a fuckwad? I'm being responsible.
I consider this entire moment fuckery. It's not limited to one or more of you.
It was just a chain of events. That's all.
No, that's how it always is. That doesn't stop it from being fuckery. But still, so
It was.
potion down Lux's throat. Please roll the healing Rhyme.
Okay. Sorry.
I will say
Let's
there were
see.
2 actions done to you. So
Usability there.
yep, and then go ahead and click
Roll.
that, and then we will give Lux 8 healing. Lux was dying, but not dead, while unconscious. So Lux, you get 2 at disadvantage intelligence checks to realize something happened. Hockey. Oh, let's have a roll.
Oof.
It's a nat 20 and a nat 1.
That's
It's
cruel.
great.
Well, that's 1 roll.
Oh,
Use a new Bremen point for that real fast.
Yeah, you could use your Bremen point for that. That will take away the disadvantage. It's just a straight up Bremen moment.
it's funny.
Let's see it.
The Bremen moment.
So fun.
Oh my
Good night.
god!
Good night.
Bremen
Good night,
giveth
sweet
and
friends.
Bremen taketh away.
I'm angry tonight now. All right.
You got a second chance.
You're
There's a
angry
second
tonight.
roll to realize something happened to you while you were dying there. Because 2 things were done to you. Okay, that's
I'm angry tonight.
It's Jover. It's Jover.
so.
I'm angry tonight.
What do you mean you're angry tonight?
So, Lux, you come to you see Rhyme.
Stealing from a player?
You see Rhyme is
Hello?
still pouring the potion down your throat, helping you. You see Valentine just looking like she tried to stop you, and then how you landed looks bad, and you realize you're on like what feels like metallic bones.
Stand up and step back outside of the coffin. I ain't going to say shit.
You're surprisingly not covered in dust for the fact that it's an old sarcophagus.
Probably was cleaned. Magically. I don't care.
Slow blink.
Did anybody happen to notice Aurora stealing the thing?
Oh yeah, she didn't slide a hand in at all. So yeah, everyone saw her pull out a really shiny coin, silvery.
Okay. At this
Speaking of that, I
point,
was gonna
Nex was
read
gonna
it.
point. At this point, Nex was gonna point at Aurora and say, "Give it back to him.
I was gonna read it. I haven't
Give
read the.
Back to him."
I hand the plaque coin back.
You could have asked him for it.
It
Yeah.
would have been freely given to let you look at it. But instead, you looted off me.
I'm sorry. Aurora takes the fall.
Now Lux is wondering what else was taken from him, so he's checking his pack.
That's understandable. You see a substantial weapon and 50 bullets are missing from your.
I would like to roll a perception check to see who has a distinctive bulge on them
I don't
of
know.
a, of a
if
firearm.
I feel like if he fails
Well,
that, he accuses
I'm sorry,
me.
you rolled a
Chris.
check for what, sir?
Perception
Nex was bulge on her, but not
Bulge
not
check?
kind of
Bulge
bulge.
check.
I'm going to say this: you can see if there is a gun-shaped bulge on people in their clothing and or sticking out. Maybe
I mean,
I
if
don't know.
it's
Did- what-
so, like the question is Dulcinea didn't had time to put it anywhere secretively. So where did you
so
put
she's
it?
holding it.
Did you? Where did you? If you're not holding it, where would you have tried to stuff it first, Dulcinea, or would you have carried the stuff it?
Coat pocket.
Okay, so it's obvious. It's a gun. Like, there's no subtlety here.
His fingers tight. You see his fingers tight around his hammer, and he says, "Give it back."
You have
At this
defiled.
point, Nex
You have attempted to loot from the tomb of a god. I gave it to you freely in good faith, and you proceeded to purchase bullets.
Swings his hammer.
You find that your hammer is unable to strike your allies.
LOL.
Lux stabs with his rapier.
That will work perfect. It's not magical. Who are you stabbing at, Dulcinea?
Yep.
Yeah, of course he is.
All right, you can try to make an attack roll.
TPK. TPK.
Well, that's not TPK. That's
PvP.
that's party. Yeah, it's PvP. Is what it is here.
PvP.
I know.
Can
I'm using my inspiration for this too.
Good job. Good job.
Can Nex?
Oh shit!
Holy
You
shit!
barely hit me. Great job. You barely hit me. So everyone
Never mind.
just she stabbed Dulcie.
Dulcie is.
I am down. Yes.
down and bleeding out now.
Oh my
I take my
god!
gun back.
What
I'll
the
reach over and
fuck are
take my
you
gun back.
doing?
Is anyone gonna stop him?
I'm gonna stop him because he's going over to beat the shit out of you. I'm assuming. Hold on, let's get another grapple check.
Oh boy.
Wait, I wish then to use my default power.
You didn't heal.
LOL.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't do that yet.
It's only when you
Oh,
heal.
no.
LOL.
Lamau.
I'm being generous here by choosing the fucking dexterity one because I don't know your strength.
Ooh!
Oh?
Auto fail.
Oh, it's
Because
because
it's static.
it's because you're it's because you were a little bit unconscious. Try that again. My bad. I hadn't taken that
The
on because you got
magic
healed.
I was about to say, what the
There you go.
What
Got it
the
out again.
fuck?
Again. So is anyone else doing anything?
I'm booking it for the door.
Somebody fucking help me here.
Hey, hold on. Did he actually take the gun? Because Siri is right there!
Sorry, Siri is currently struggling with her character sheet to see actions. I'm sorry, things are moving fast.
So let's wrap back and give Ducky some time to act.
No, so the way it would work out in this situation is, Lux, in order to get a stab, you'd have to be like right here, where people were at positionally. And so if you start moving for the door,
Nexter is not moving.
the people you walk by would be the people who could react to stop you. I'm not making the NPCs do anything because the NPCs, this is the you guys issue.
They just look at Siri like, what the fuck are the kids doing?
So Nextra and
You're
Aurora
next
can do
right.
something if they want to.
Siri, she announced that he had a gun before, and that she was taking it back, and you just stare at her and she goes
No,
down.
Fuck you! I'm
What do you mean, fuck you?
man.
What do you mean you're trying your best?
You're assuming that my character's not reacting because I was looking at my sheet to see what I have available.
No, I'm not assuming that. I'm citing that because Hockey just bailed.
Yeah, Hockey's also not following the rules of what would happen if he turned the entire party into PvP. He wouldn't. He doesn't just.
I
get
clicked the
Jane
thing,
Doe
you're
walk
fine. You're
away
fine, you're
for
fine.
flavor text.
Oh, this will be funny. Because a lot of people are at 1 health right now.
I was about to say,
Oh,
a lot of people are about to sleep.
We learned a lot today.
yeah. So we'll
Nexter
put this.
knows what she's doing.
We'll put this on the stack here. So, like, this is being cast. Aurora would have had a
On
chance to
everyone.
act. Are you doing anything, Aurora?
Oh my.
She wouldn't. She's already been in the wrong.
All right. Siri, are you doing anything? One thing specifically.
Yeah. She'll pull her trident out and block the doorway with it.
Okay. Hockey already did an action to stab this round, so you won't be able to do anything else. You'll get to the door. But if you try to basically slide it under or jump over the trident, it would take another action. Valentine's already
Wait.
acted. Rhyme has already acted. I think that's it. So, now the sleep happens. So, sleep, is there a saving throw here, or is it just damage pool, and it's the least HP critters? Creature that has the
Just
lowest
HP.
It's just
HP.
damage
Oh,
pool.
hit point or
I was
Alright.
gonna say, I think it's just
So, let's see. So, 1.
Starts with the
Go to
lowest,
sleep
right?
for a little bit.
No, it doesn't affect undead.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
Ooh.
So that wouldn't affect
Those two.
Thousand then.
I was gonna say the poor Necrons are just like, what? Oh,
Why me?
okay.
So
Do I have to
Night.
roll? Do I have to roll a luck check?
there's no saving throw here.
No, you just go to sleep.
I'm just making
Now.
sure because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm next to a
Yeah,
tree.
no, I don't think there's a check. I think you. I think
3.
you just kind of.
So I'm not only dying but sleeping.
4,
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't
You know.
know.
5,
Pacified.
6. That will make Hockey sleep as well. And then it hits the rest of Valentine with the spell effect, and you feel a little bit EP-ness there, Valentine, but you do not succumb to it. But everyone else around you besides the NPCs is blacked out.
okay, if there's a free moment here,
I mean, you're the only one.
I'm gonna tell.
Everyone is unconscious besides you.
Oh shit, Rhyme's out as well. Damn
Yes,
it.
yeah, it's
Okay,
everyone
now-
but you.
Well, and the Necrons.
Yeah, Alana and Breacher and the 3 Necron bros are still standing because they had more the HP than the two, everyone else in the party. Except for the Bubboys who have no
HP.
HP.
Save my life.
Can I ask?
I have a healing kit if you want to save my life.
I was gonna ask the Necrons to do it because they seem to be pretty skilled in healing, but
I was gonna say, does he still have his aura of life up?
No, he doesn't.
So
He does not because he went down
He
in
doesn't.
combat.
pain. I was hoping
one
that
of you
would
have anything
stabilize.
you can do to help? And I like point at Dulcinea because I'm not the most skilled doctor or anything.
Wedge cannot do anything. What spells there? I guess I'll do this.
That'll stabilizer.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
It's a
And now I
very
start making my
unfortunate
way
thing.
over to Lux. I'm pulling out the manacles.
Holy fuck.
I mean, he's
Check out,
unconscious. The worst part
They're
about
going on.
the worst part about sleep is like, let's see. Is there anything where they can?
You
You're gonna be in
you
charm.
need to take an action to specifically wake up.
Yeah, that's. Is it the creature sleeping or someone next to them? Someone uses an action to shake or. Oh yeah, no. Okay.
It up. It's shrimping
Dulcinea.
a curse.
Dulcinea, I think
I'm
he took
asleep.
something off you. Oh
Yep.
shit.
You're
Well,
still
I
the
took
only.
something
You're
off
still the
ammo.
only one awake at this point, Dot. That
God
you've
damn it.
you've handcuffed. You've handcuffed Lux, but everyone is still unconscious.
You
Lux is not gonna
definitely
take
were
this well.
there to. You definitely were there to see her reclaim the gun.
Yeah, I did see that, but I was like, I'm gonna wake up Dulcinea first, get Rhyme, and next throw in that order.
Dulcinea. Rhyme. Next.
We get Aurora after that.
Okay.
And Cyrodiil.
Once everyone's awake, Nextler has a message.
I'm not waking up Lux just yet because we need to deal with this right now.
That's
What was that, Nexter?
yeah. Go for it. Whenever you wake up Lux, Nextler has a message.
I'm not waking him up just yet.
Just get him away from the fucking door to start with.
I have him handcuffed now. He should.
Lady Cyrodiil, I thank you for trying.
Yeah.
I also I didn't take the gun off of him, so but Val definitely saw him take it back. I'm sure, or at least took something.
Did he take back the gun?
He
didn't
picked
exactly
something
see
up
much.
off you. He stabbed you, and then he picked something off you and ran.
I'm taking the fucking gun back.
Don't you do it.
What do you mean? Don't you do
No,
it? It was gonna start with.
Hockey got his anger out. He's
It was a
calling
gift
out.
to you anyways.
You can hear it in his voice. It's like, not the consequences. But also, like, I feel like you got your tit for tat there, Hockey.
But yeah,
So my
I
thing's
take it-
stolen.
You ungrateful asshole.
I don't like.
My thing's
okay,
stolen.
Before this goes too far, I don't like PvP. I understand how everyone behaved, why they did, but don't turn this into a shit show. You all know why each other acted this way. There's no surprises here.
Yes.
yes.
Hockey's playing a
But anyways.
sociopathic robber, and Dulcinea is playing literally the worst kind of cop you could find on the planet. This is not an unimaginable reaction to have between the two. It's the unstoppable force meeting
Yeah.
the immovable object of law. But please do not turn this into a
Anyways.
party shit show.
No,
Anyways,
I'm not going to turn it into a shit
No,
show.
I'm not blaming
gun and
anyone
bullets
else.
taken. Gun and bullets taken. Dulcie is looking to Siri. She is offering the gun and bullets.
can't let this kind of behavior go unchecked, right?
Alana just
I
looks
agree.
at Alana's looking at this interaction and goes, that an illegal gun?
It is a very legal gun that I purchased, and in good faith, I told him that I wanted to work on it with him. I can no longer trust him with a firearm, so I am taking my property back.
Are you a resident of Sayapay?
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say, is she talking? I'm assuming she's talking to Tulsi.
Yeah. Because,
I purchased it legally.
who'd you purchase it from?
The local vendor.
Oh, the Smith and Jessen?
Yes.
That's evidence. You need to turn it over now. I need to go turn that business off.
I had purchased it. as-
Breacher's just like, you know, she's right. You need to give that gun up. That's evidence of a crime.
What crime?
You illegally
I
purchased
purchased
a gun.
it with. I legally purchased it.
No. You're not a citizen of Sayapane. You, as a foreigner, are not allowed to purchase a gun in this country. Whoever sold
What?
it to you lied
Yeah.
to you.
Jones, it's a hot gun. You didn't realize this?
This is-
You didn't realize this from the first shop we went to, where they said, "Yeah, we can't sell any weapons to foreigners."
So she's
It's a
No.
hot
This is
gun.
Dulce. This is Dulcie that isn't realizing this.
Yeah, no, a lot of just
Okay,
like,
good.
listen, maybe you made a faux pas, maybe you didn't know the laws, but give that to me and give me the receipt of your purchase. If you thought you bought it legally, you've got a receipt.
Yeah. Well, do you, I could have sworn I got a receipt.
Yeah, you did. You totally did.
Yeah. Dulcie literally has, like, she pulls out a small notebook full of receipts upon receipts upon receipts. She pulls out the exact receipt that it is.
Every
Being the fucking
receipt from-
Skylar, being the Skylar White-esque person that she is, she literally has all of her receipts on her, and she
From
hands
like
the receipt over.
1963.
Yes,
You see
no,
Breacher
from
pull out,
when
like-
she was like 20.
Breacher puts on some gloves, pulls out a bag, and has you put it in there, and then like seals it, puts the receipt in another one where you drop it in, seals it, and then Breacher's like, "All right, gun detained. Time to go close down the store."
That's fucking lovely. Well, I guess no more store. That's great. That's great. I guess no
That's
more
awesome.
me either. Maybe, I don't know. What the fuck?
You can't be trusted with guns, I guess. God damn.
Right. So a thought just occurred to me. Usually when we kill the big bad, these places like fall apart and stuff, but that's not happening. Do we know
Indeed,
what's
you're
going
right, Rhyme. I'm not sure, but what are we going to do about this? And I still point at Lux.
Well,
I
Next
think
they'll
that's
walk
up to
over and
Lady
wake them up.
Cyrodiil, considering I've been stabbed.
Well, there's that. I mean, there's no gun to be had. So
What do you mean? There's no gun to be had? You watched me get throttled by that man in our first adventure, and now he's lying on the floor, having freshly tried to kill me.
well, yes. But what I mean is that he won't be able to access the gun, and you don't have it. So
And what if he stabs one of us again for something?
Yes, Lady Cyrodiil.
I mean, the best we can do is get whenever we get. Sorry, I just realized that Dot has a badge that says NAR 88.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, but no, you're fine.
It's for North American Ultimate Rating, so hey, NAR.
Is that what that stands for? I just
Yeah.
Next,
NAR.
there's gonna wake Lux
Sorry,
up.
sorry.
But why are you doing
Sorry.
this?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? We're
Siri-
trying to talk with Syrian confidence.
I know.
Siri's trying.
That no. Next, there's
Pretend
gonna.
I have time to talk. Siri is not running on like 3 hours of sleep. Ducky is, so she'll just be like, "Well, we can see about some form of discipline or removal."
I would appreciate some form of discipline or anything.
Well, I mean, the current problem is that it's kind of hard for me to be disciplinary without crossing boundaries. And she'll kind of like grumble that last part.
How are we
Like,
supposed to be a team if we can't work like it? It just we need to have something here, some kind of reprimand.
Nextra is gonna do something. Nextra doesn't wake up the Lux yet.
I mean, I don't disagree. But I mean, part of that would also be not taking things from him. Looks at Aurora, not looking at Dulcie, looking at Aurora. I mean,
She did give it back at least.
yeah, but
She wouldn't have if
You
I
have-
didn't say anything.
I was
you
going to,
have
but you know.
you have to have a level of trust, but clearly that's been misplaced in this case. At this current moment, I can't do anything other than reprimand. I don't even have spell slots if I wanted to detain him myself. But
The handcuffs stay on him until we get out of here or until we need him. That is my only stipulation.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. And she'll gesture over to not Breacher, a bone guy. Help
Fauza?
Fauza. I'm sure that our Necron friends wouldn't mind helping us as well if you truly feel, since he's proven himself to be a danger to the group as a whole, in transporting him back.
Be able to
If we can handle it civilly to get him back to Say Pain, that would
We're
be
of
great,
mixed
but-
feelings here, honestly. While I understand the deference to stop your friend from looting bodies like a common thief.
I meant more so in the
I
case
think-
of if he's trying to
you
attack another.
the
dude.
methods and breakdown here are a you problem. I feel like that might involve diplomatic relations if we intervene. I don't. want to deal
Could
with-
I-
Understandable.
That is
looking at
understandable.
Alana, I don't want to deal with your nation's laws about a foreigner apprehending some resident of a country, whether foreigner
Oh,
or
he's not a resident.
doesn't matter. Most countries in the days where we remember had laws where if you took a citizen of their country or even a tourist, they got very angry. So, no.
Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to suggest taking him as in.
No, even
Holding
carrying
him
him out of here
literally.
would be considered kidnapping him. I'm confused by the proposal. This is your associate. You need to reconcile this.
Would I be able to slip 5 dwarven silver in his pocket, like in Hawk, like? in-
He's
in Lux's
unconscious. There's no slipping. He's unconscious. You can just be like, here you go.
Literally, the only thing that'll wake him is if you shake him.
He's having a
Alright, well, I
ghostly
get-
nap.
I,
Not that he wanted it, but he is.
He now has 5 dwarven silver.
What was that, Hockey?
Wake me up inside.
He's just
Can't wake up!
Lux. Hockey. How big is Lux?
6'2".
He's a big
Oh, damn, he is taller than me.
Yeah, he is a big boy.
How big did I make?
I'm only 5'8", so
He's taller than me as well.
He's taller
Damn,
than
how
me.
many pounds? Damn, how many pounds does he weigh?
About 190, 200-ish.
Oh man, so
About
what I'm hearing is
Okay.
you need a 14 strength to be able to pick him up. Or a
Plus all
or-
his gear.
16, baby.
Oh, there you go.
Let me pull up his weight. He has got 173 pounds on him as well.
Remember, the gold does add weight by accident. I hate that mechanic, so like it's probably not as severe. If
I
you
only
can-
have
That's why we
15 gold
have
on me.
the.
15
That's
gold
why we
on
have
me.
the. Yeah.
bank
Let me
cards.
see. Yeah, that does
So-
nothing to the weight. I still weigh 173 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Nextra is going to walk. Oh, sorry, I had a burp. Nextra is going to walk over Lux and just kind of sit on his chest.
He's not conscious, but okay.
No. And then she's going to lean over his head and kind of slap his cheek to wake him up.
Okay, he is awoken. You have an extra pinning you down currently. You don't look like you've been harmed. And when you initial jostle, because given how Lux's behavior is, he would probably immediately try to run. You feel the extra jingle of weird coins in your pocket.
And you are many bullets lighter.
I mean, you're not hiding the gun.
And handcuffed.
I don't feel like at this point you're hiding the gun because Breacher's got it in a little baggie that looks like it's evidence now.
That's mine.
No, it's a
Hi,
legal
buddy.
weapon. It's the state's, buddy. That's all Alana says.
It was never yours to begin with.
You gave it to me, so
Buddy.
it's in my possession.
Buddy,
You stole
hey,
it.
buddy,
Now,
hey.
Lux, calm down. Alana's walking over. Calm down. If you agree to testify, maybe the local police department can talk to you afterwards, but I need to take this gun so we can shut down the gun store.
Am I being charged with anything?
You?
No.
Not right now. But if you
You're
agree
not-
to testify,
You're not being.
if you agree to testify,
I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer.
oh honey, we're not in the States. We're in Sayapane. That's not how our court system works here.
I want to talk to the embassy, to the exiled embassy.
Do they even have an embassy?
I don't know if are you a citizen of them?
Yes.
Well, when we get you down to the precinct, if that's where you want to go, I wasn't going to detain you, but it sounds like you want me to detain you now, so I can detain you if you'd like me to.
If you want
I
to
would
detain
like
him,
to
I'll get
talk
off of
to
him.
my home country's political leader at this point.
Understood. Breacher, pick him
If
up.
you are detaining me.
And you're just immediately slumped over, because Breacher's got a huge amount of strength.
Also, while this is happening, I would like
just gonna
to.
be like, Stery's just gonna like mumble to herself. Well, that makes my job easier. So.
So I have thieves' tools on me. I'm going to pick my lock.
You
I'm
don't
not going
have
to take
your
them off.
hand-
I'm going to pick the lock.
You don't have access to your hands immediately to use your tools, but you can make a DC 20 dexterity check to try to break out using like the escape artist.
It's
method.
16.
No, it says 20.
I looked at the cuffs. They're 16.
Yes, if you have tools, but you do not have access
I
to
have
your
tools.
Your tools are not in your hands.
Your hands.
You're currently not able to access
You need
them.
your hands first. You need your hands first before you can use the Discord tools.
DC 20.
DC 15 dexterity check.
When you
DC 15 that if I can get my tools and can I use my hands to reach into my pockets?
You can attempt to make a dexterity check to try to do so. And this is basically like you sleight of handing it.
All right, can I roll sleight of hand then?
Sure, go ahead. There's a DC, but it's mostly because you're on Breacher. So you're able to get it into your hands, but the problem is you quickly realize with where they're at, you need time. Breacher's going to be holding.
That's fine. I can wait. I just want to unlock it. I don't want to take them off.
Okay, if you're not taking them off, then Breacher won't notice. Breacher would notice if you took manacles off.
And then he looks at you like a sad puppy, like, oh.
Like far resisting
Serendipitous.
arrest.
All right. Serendipitous. All right then.
Scored refreshed for me. That's so cool.
The timing
I
of it
still
was
can't
funny.
believe he willingly wanted to get detained.
Well, here's the thing. Briggles, do you know how police work works?
Yeah,
No?
see, you're thinking as an American. You're in British law land. You know what the law works in
Yeah, I
Britain?
know some British law too.
Yeah, in British law, it primarily takes the view that you're guilty before proven innocent. And you
Yeah, I know
chose
that.
You chose to
prove
go.
you're innocent. You have to prove your innocence.
Yeah, it's worse. It's a lot worse.
Oh, I know. But here's the thing, Zell. You have to ask whether or not you are detained, and because if you are, then you need to start talking about.
Well,
hey,
they
I
weren't
need
going to
information,
detain
I
you,
need to-
but you elected to be detained, so that's why they're detaining you now.
I was simply asking about what my options were.
Well, you didn't need to ask options because they weren't doing anything until you started making it seem like you had something to be guilty of. So then that's why they apprehended you. Because British law
These
is...
cops are shitty.
Yeah, British law is slimy, buddy.
Yeah.
No, these guys are shitty.
No.
The-
British law
we-
doesn't like the precedent on arresting someone in Britain is really low. It's stupid.
All I'm saying
I know,
is, for
I know it's low,
for-
and then you have to prove your own innocence instead of, and you're
all I'm
automatically
saying is,
guilty. I know.
for a campaign run by a Republican, this campaign's been pretty ACAB with how bad the
That's
cops
so
are.
fucking weird. Why are you doing the politics thing? Why are you doing the politics thing?
Cut the video. Cut the video.
Why?
Remember the two waitresses.
Why? Cool.
Anyway,
I'll
so
just
you got the tools in your
I
hands,
just
huh?
marred the stream. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Why
We
would
didn't
you-
have that already.
But it,
No, because we don't talk about real
Goats, you
politics ever.
Twitch
Specifically
makes,
mine.
Twitch makes you add a Twitch makes you add a stream flag.
When you talk about
basically.
real life politics, we've been talking about social issues, which we can get around because we're in a game world. But you brought up my real life politics for no apparent reason, so now I gotta take
I'm sorry. I thought we were in good company.
How about we
but,
take like a
unfortunately,
5
we have
minute?
Mr.
How about
TV.
we'll take a 5 minute break and everyone can calm the fuck down. And yeah,
I have Reese's cookies upstairs. If
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
want
probably
Reese's
come and get them.
cookie. Or some
good idea.
Sleep on my feet.
I'd like
Sorry,
to take this
everybody.
time to apologize.
yeah, everyone, we're gonna take a 5 minute break while I take a short walk. Hey, stream, we're back.
Agreed.
We're having
Yeah.
a party chat, so I'm gonna let the party members talk amongst each other for a bit.
Yep. Actually, let's go
So-
down the fucking list. I don't know if everybody wants me to have this fucking auxiliary role here where I'm addressing people individually, but fuck it. We'll have this until the dynamic changes. Hey Bringles, you're the no wait. Hey Ducky, you're at the top of the party chat list. What are your character arc plans for Siri? How can we help you with them?
Oh, I love that Discord tried to crash on me while you were still talking. It's
Oh,
fine. I
Discord's been
still heard what
crashing
you
for
said.
me so many.
Yeah, I
It's been
had to change my phone. I had to change my
They've been
phone.
having a lot of updates recently, and it's not going well. Anyway,
Something's
so-
wrong at Discord HQ.
So Siri is, and I mean, you guys know this at this point. I'm very open about what I do with Siri because the ideas that I have for her are not specific; they're very general. But
Mhm.
so leading up to this point, we know that Siri was in the previous campaign. She resolved the stuff for a while, resolved the stuff with Arcelean and Lady Naval and all that. And then we know that her and Violet caused the world flood. You guys obviously don't know the details of it, but it's not. It matters to Siri. It doesn't matter if you guys know the specifics.
Yeah.
So where she's at right now is she is kind of in what I would consider like her empty nester phase of like all of her kids are adults now and she is in like a pseudo retirement type phase. And something that me and Zealot talked about is that, she over the course of 500 years, I mean, that's a lot of fucking time. And so it wasn't even that she necessarily forgot about Arcelean, but it's like, what do you do for 500 years while waiting for some guy to crawl out of the ground? So currently she's going through like what I would consider like a butterfly transformation of like she somehow regressed mentally back down to like a caterpillar, aka level 1. So she has knowledge of other things, but she doesn't have the skills that she used to have. So I feel like where she's at right now is she's probably in like, I would say like the chrysalis phase. Like she's starting to figure things out. A lot of things are connecting. She's growing in power. And the way that I've been trying to portray it is that her colors are changing. Because if you guys were in the last campaign, which most of you were, Siri was very like spring colors, but that's why I made new art for her is that whenever she settled to living with Violet and raising their kids and going between Sayapane and Ravika, she became a lot more like washed out, like autumn colors, like not to portray her as like depressed, but like literally taking on the color of the land she was living on. Yeah. And so I haven't made the art myself, but like I've been trying to think about, I know what I want her end to be, but I'm trying to figure out kind of alongside the character what she's going to look like in the in-between. Because I mean, obviously I'm a very visual person, but I'm kind of doing it in the sense of because she's so influenced by nature, as she kind of goes back to that paladin mentality that she used to have, she is also like physically changing. And it's like subtle. It's not like, changing colors all of a sudden like a fucking chameleon. But that's kind of her right now, is that she's starting to kind of get back into the mentality of being an actual adventurer because if you haven't noticed, granted it's partially because I have ADHD, but a lot of it is how I play Siri right now is she's a disassociative mess. Like how she has broken down crying on multiple occasions. I do that very intentionally because she has no defense. She just is like a deer in headlights, and then she starts crying. because processing emotions is hard. But yeah, so
Yeah.
like her arc per se is like getting back into the mentality of being an adventurer and not a mother, not just a mom, not just a teacher, but like she's actually making a difference in the world. And she's going to like physically change with that, but also like you've probably noticed over the course of even just this campaign, she's already become more active again. Like she's more sassy, and like I've tried to have her make like snide comments and stuff in between stuff. Like I know we're obviously like retconning the whole stealing stuff from Lux, but like that's why I kind of had her be like, not my monkeys, not my circus kind of thing, because like she's starting to think more independently in the sense of like, well, if you guys want to learn, you guys got to figure out, stuff yourself. I'm just here for knowledge, basically. So that's where she is. She's kind of like coming out of her retirement, I guess, is the easiest way to think about it. Siri is obviously more than a little complex because of how long her timeline is, but hopefully that makes some semblance of sense. It makes sense to me, so I apologize if it doesn't make sense when I say it out loud. I love that as soon as I stop talking, immediate thunder outside.
Yeah, I heard that. I thought it was the boy at first.
Sorry, guys. I was channeling my inner Cyrodiil. Well, I don't know what the fuck Trident does now. But...
Goat says my computer crashed. The world reset.
Amazing.
Yeah, my computer crashed.
Oh, here.
Sorry, but
I didn't know if you
I heard most of you. No, I heard most of what you said.
I mean, you for the most part know what I'm doing already, Goats, because you can
Of course.
see the
And I have a lot to say based on what you've said. I have so much to say.
Smile. Fear.
Would you like for me to go and do that, or does anyone else have something?
I think it'd be better to go around.
I feel like that goes off screen.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be better to have everyone go through what their characters' expectations are. Not just for the immediate, but like the long term. What do you see as the trajectory for your character? Because this is also helping me know what your expectations are from a RP standpoint for like what you would like from the GM too.
Yeah, that's exactly my
What if
intention
I
with
don't
this.
want the GM to know my intentions?
Well, then you're just gonna get cry storms every single moment.
That's
Okay,
fair.
well that's
Then you're doing a bad job. No,
we're on stream. We're on stream. I couldn't make that joke. But anyways, is it okay if I just go in because I am?
Before your computer gets taken down a second time? Yeah, go for it.
It might just be mine. Okay.
No, it's
so
mine too.
first of all, what's that?
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm getting a delay on audio. Just ignore me. It's fine.
You're getting a DDoS. The world reset. Anyways, so in regards to with Violet, because I have two characters that have very as it turns out, Siri, you're important because last campaign we had a dynamic and our characters got shipped, and I actually lean into that and use it for character stuff, if you remember. Very much the whole seasonal theming is very relevant to Violet as well, and I love that. Especially because something that I have something that I kind of have kept as implication with my writing in regards to Violet, but kept it in the background because it's not like a main thing, is the idea that at the end of the thing that we did, the Violet went from winter to a bright spring and has been tapering off over the 500 years as she is basically gone from determined to save the world from the threats that are threatening it and preserve mankind, etc., to disillusioned, restrained, and pretty much fucking powerless to stop anything, which is very much a bummer arc in many ways, but depending on how we go, that can resolve in any number of ways, and that's up to God. But basically, I love that there is that sort of shared theming between them, and I do feel that there's a lot of potential based on how their dynamic concludes to have Ciri basically draw some new kind of strength and have have some sort of arc with that, you know? In regards to Dulcie, because I wanted something that I saw the opportunity for, because you were making a return character, is to have our characters' dynamics be vastly different between games. Because, you know, we don't want to fall into the same rut. So my goal from the onset was to find something interesting that Dulcie and Ciri share, and as time went on, it made more and more sense for Dulcie to see what Ciri does and is doing, and draw personal parallel, because she spent her life, her adulthood years, with Violet as her leader, and hearing stories of her life with Cyrodiil on the radio when Violet would talk about them. Because a small detail that I haven't really been able to bring up is that when Violet would basically make more casual appearances, sort of like fireside chat stuff, she would love to talk about Ciri. Literally talk about her for hours on end for 500 years. It is a beautiful little thing, and I feel that detail becoming something that Ciri is more aware of could definitely help her in terms of confidence, I feel, or lack of direction. It could bring her back to the old days, but more focusing on Dulcie. She fucking hates Ciri because she sees herself in Ciri, and she sees the best parts of her ex-husband, who's dead, in Violet. Because Dulcie is a self-destructive little fucking mess, and naturally, there are good things that she sees in herself in Ciri as well, but she is blind to them because she's fucking self-destructive as shit. And she only sees everything that she regrets about herself being repeated in Ciri, so naturally she's resentful.
Really?
My intention is not to constantly harass Ducky. My intention is, I want to basically put you in a boiler and try to catalyze an arc, try to encourage action or punching back against the issues that the characters have. But like, if you would like for me to play nicer, I can play nicer for sure. But basically, the bottom line is I have put a lot of thought into the characters' dynamic and their relationship and how they would interact with one another.
You've created both Ciri's wife and Ciri's nemesis.
literally, and I feel that basically them coming to an understanding with each other could be great for both characters over time.
That's real.
Yeah.
Also, it's not necessarily that I need you to play nicer. It's just I need you to communicate that, because I didn't know that's what you were trying to do. That's what I told Zealot when he came up here a couple minutes ago. I was like, yeah, I love goats. I don't know why she'd be calling out my character like she knows what the fuck to do.
Yeah, no. It's because Dulcie sees an authority figure, even no matter how minor, and she also sees herself in that authority figure, and her immediate thought is, why aren't you doing anything? And when she says, why aren't you doing anything to Ciri, what she means is, why am I powerless?
Ma'am.
Painfully deep.
Ma'am, that's not how that works.
Yeah, no, but Dulcie's fucking diseased.
I mean, that's real. All of your characters are, lovingly.
Yeah. I'm so fucking ready for if Zealot has the end game for Violet be like the president's crash out arc.
Don't worry, I have plans.
If we play Freebird with the Rabican flag in the background, then like that'll be hilarious.
No, we'll probably pull up the Fortunate
I have
Son.
Nitro. Does somebody have?
I was thinking what would probably play would be like the Bard core version of Fortunate Son that Autumn played for us earlier in the week.
Oh my
It ain't
god!
thee.
Wait,
It
I
ain't
need to
thee.
find that. Wait,
I ain't no
need to share
fortunate
that
one.
here.
No,
Wait,
no.
I need to share. Did she put it in? Did she
Pull
put
out
it
my
in-
guitar and I'll
was
learn
in
it
the
again.
VC?
It was in the
chat,
server.
or
Yeah,
was
she put it in the chat, I think. In like
I'm
the
about to go
but
find
yeah,
it so I can
the voice chat.
send it here.
Anyway, so
But yeah, Lupin. I feel that Siri has a lot of untapped potential, and not just me, but I encourage everyone to think about their dynamic with Siri and what they want to do with her.
wow.
Because for better or for worse,
That
she's been
sounds
put in
so
a pivotal role.
menacing. That sounds so either menacing or like sexual undertones. Those are the only.
I was gonna
ways
say,
I'm
so
taking
like
that.
on
Listen.
that mark, let's go to next.
Fear.
Yeah, but literally, Nexter, tell us why. Give us your 300-word thesis on why Nexter should attempt to seduce the president's wife.
I
Go.
didn't say that. Jesus.
What? President,
What is
wife,
this campaign
plant,
turning
elf,
into?
cute, hot.
That's so real.
Real.
No. So Nextra's character is she's so. For those who don't officially know, in her past when she was a teenager, Nextra and worked for a mafia organization. Shocker, I know. And in the course of that, she was attempting to kidnap a senator's son. And she got caught. However, the leader of the mob at that point took pity on Nextra and was like, hey, kid, I'm not going to let you fuck up your life for all of this, for this criminal shit. I'm going to do what I can, pull some strings, but you got to leave. And so she left Metropolia and went to Ravnica. Is that the name of the big city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ravnica.
And went to Ravnica,
The big character.
where she spent the majority of her life being just an average person. She would occasionally call her mom and talk to her, but she really didn't do much. And then one day she saw a sign. I'm guessing it was probably like a flyer of some kind, maybe a billboard, talking about the Adventurers Guild and saying adventurers wanted. And it probably said something inspirational like, do your duty, become a better person by
You want me to write some Violet propaganda? I can write some Violet propaganda.
yeah, but write some Violet well, no, it would be Siri propaganda.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it's from
it would be
Say
Violet because it would be Violet because it's in Ravnica, so then it would be a Rabbit scheme.
If it wasn't clear, the Adventurers Guild isn't tied to either key figure. It is a it's a multinational effort because most of the world is unexplored to at least the parts that you know, and so they need people who are willing to take on the hey, sign this contract. You'll get paid at the end of it if we come back alive, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so she saw some kind of flyer or billboard or something and was like, turn your life around today, or something like that. And that lit a fire under her ass. And she was like, I've been through a lot. I've done a lot of bad shit. A lot of bad shit. Let's just say kidnapping is not the worst thing she's done and gotten away with.
Smile.
As seen
smile,
here
yeah.
with CTG Zealot. Venture into
Yeah.
adventure. Join the Adventurers Guild. All charges will be dropped. All fines will be forgiven.
Well, not that, but she was like, I think she saw this billboard and was like, I learned a lot from my time running with the family. I think I could do something. I might be able to do something good. And that also loops back around to her warlock powers. For those who don't remember, her warlock powers were gifted to her when she was a little baby orc. She was swimming in the ocean, got sucked into a rip current, pulled under, and basically drowned and died. When a certain hatted, tentacled figure took pity on her. Of course, she didn't know it was the man in the hat, the one who knocks. At that time, she interpreted it as a different creature, and so the idea, and it also works into what she's studying now, the whole necromancy thing. She's using her past evil deeds and her quote unquote dark powers for good. She's attempting to make the world a better place. She's grown up, and she was tired of sitting around doing nothing. Now she is hell-bent on now she's in a very big predicament because that has kind of taken a seat, because surprisingly enough, she has met two people in this little group that have made her feel more at home than she really ever has. And what am I saying? Ducky, I'm also running on 5 hours of sleep. I got in at 4:30 last night.
No worries, you're cool. This is more honest.
And she's also now, her arc has kind of shifted. And she's like, I'm also going to use my powers to protect not those who need protection, because especially in the case of one of them, little blonde bombshell over there, she can definitely protect herself. I mean, they both can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she felt a kinship with these two, with Dulcinea and Valentine, because she really connected with them. And I know it's weird to say for like 6 days, but she's never felt this way about anybody else. And it's really messing with her, which is why she is been so like, she's always been a flamboyant person. She grew up being able to get away with a lot of shit that kids shouldn't be able to get away with. She would be able to, rip off stores for like pieces of candy. Nobody could touch her. She was under the protection of the Dawn. And so she's always kind of been that flamboyant kind of character. I don't know where I'm going with it, but yeah, that's her story. She's trying to use her quote unquote evil powers and evil past for good.
How can we help you further that agenda?
Fuck me. No, not that. That was not.
Here's a positive.
the video?
Possible answer. Here's a possible answer. Be yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Interact with.
I feel like what your journey is you don't know what the end is. So like asking for help on it feels weird because you just want to play it out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
So we ride for now.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball, and whatever happens, it's gonna make her feel one way or another.
Yeah.
And also
Nexus ride or die. It's good.
The revelation that she in this idea of her turning a new leaf, the whole thing about being wanted for a murder of a high-ranking politician has kind of fucked her whole psyche up, because she was very, when she did this, she was like, I'm turning a new leaf. I'm not going to do any more crime. I'm not going to be like that, but old habits die hard. She suplexed the guy. Oh, well. But then being framed for murder has kind of made her go a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Understandably so.
Because now she doesn't really know what else to do, because she's tried her hardest not to do anything bad, and yet here it is happening. Popcorn Valentine.
Hold on.
Oh, cool.
One last thing. Just one more thing. I love the celestial, completely unintentional fact that her hair is baby blue, just like Walter's veggie bacon.
Yes, that was. It was originally because I thought because I picked Deep Old One because I wanted my tentacle, and not Deep Old One. That's Fathomless. It was originally nautical themed, but realizing that that the reason why that her pact is really Walter, serendipitous. Anyway.
But yeah.
Okay, now Valentine.
Okay. So Val obviously is like the big stranger in this, because she shows up from the Mouse Union on a people scholarship. And she's here to learn. She's here to represent the Mouse Union. And like, this is a strange land for her, because she doesn't really know anybody outside of the Union. Like, she's never really been outside of the country. Up until then, she's been training with her mentor, her uncle Nikolai, for most of her life. And that eventually led to her winning the Women World's Lightweight Championship title pretty early on. And I mean, like, once she got here, things kind of shifted, because originally it was just, I'm here to learn, I'm here to represent the Union. And now that she's finding out all these things from basically wherever we've been going every time, it's like little things. Ever since the second dungeon that we visited, like, ever since she got the harp, and ever since she found out about the ring, she's like getting so many more questions than she has answers to at this point. She doesn't realize like what is happening at this point, and she's just so lost in it, trying to figure these things out, trying to find these answers with her newfound friends, who she assumes that at least one of them doesn't really like her, but you know, that's besides the point. She gets it, and she really wishes that, you know, he'd come around. But she's kind of formed a bit of a bond with Nexthra after the first night in town, when they both go into the party district, basically. You know, it was supposed to be a good time, and that turned out to be a disaster. And ever since then, like, they've kind of had like a good friendship up to that point. Like, it was a good foundational memory. And seeing what they're going through now, it's you know, with after the bank, I should say, she knows that Nexthra is looking like she's in trouble, and Nexthra knows that she's looking like in trouble. It's like, we know that there's something wrong here, but we don't know how we're gonna get out of it. But we gotta stick to our guns, work together, and just keep following our path. And like, you know, it's my entire goal is kind of fluctuating at this point. My goal is to stop this apocalypse and save my uncle at this point. I don't know where he's at. I can't get a hold of him. And I'm sure y'all figured it out, but the characters probably haven't. There's a fucking title belt for the world champion from Terry Brogan in that safe box with a bloodstain on it, and she is fucking terrified for what that implies. So,
Yep.
there is some genuine concern. She did not order all this on her plate. She just wanted to come to say a pain
Asked for
on the scholarship.
pickles on her sandwich.
That's exactly it. She did not want those pickles. And you know what? They put extra pickles. And they put pickles under the pickles. And they put pickles under those pickles. It's just so
honestly
much.
sounds like whatever Zealot tries to get something without onions at a fast food restaurant. They just put extra.
And they just give
Oh,
me
God.
globs of onion. I'm just like, but I don't want to
Yeah.
shit myself to death.
So real. But yeah, I mean, like that's where she's at this point. Like originally, it was like, oh, I'm gonna get strong. I'm gonna learn a lot here. I'm gonna become a better wrestler in the meantime. But one day maybe I'll beat that bitch ass Terry Brogan. And now it's oh no, what does all this mean? Why am I having an existential crisis?
Nightmare,
What
nightmare,
did my family do in the past? What happened? Like, why do I have this fucking harp?
It's a fucking great ass mystery.
It's a great ass mystery, and she's not understanding any of it yet.
And I enjoy as a player that you took on this challenge, because when we started the second game, I asked you to play a successor character. I know you didn't necessarily want to do that right off the bat, but I was like, I think it'd be fun for plot, and it won't be your, like, living out Basican or Boz. You'll be an entirely unique character, so build a character who has no fucking clue, and live in it. Just constantly react.
I love that. It feels good to not know, like, in a way, because this is like me trying to go through something and find out little things, piece them together piece by piece, and I'll get it. Val won't get it, but I'll get it, and that means a lot to me. So
that you get a brain blast and Siri looks traumatized again, all over again. Yeah.
Yep.
I will say that with how the party has been, like, I feel that as a whole, the party has been pushing Valentine towards a sense of independence from the harp and the ring and Arcelean, and have been trying to shield her from it. I feel that I feel that's our contribution towards your arc, that we are fostering that independence, you know?
Yes. And I do greatly appreciate that. And to add to that, like, obviously Siri knows more about the enemy than I do, because I've never heard of this guy up until I came here. And she clearly knows a lot more about him than I do, for sure. So Val's, like, looking to Siri a lot for kind of, I wouldn't say, like, guidance per se, but, like, you know, you're more skilled in this department than she is. She is not equipped. She is just a wrestler. I'm 22, ma'am. I'm too young for this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and
genuinely speaking.
Siri has tried really hard with Valentine to not obstruct her while also being in a position to protect her when necessary. That's why I've gone through to intentionally, like, in scenarios where Valentine's being like targeted, Siri will try to, like, step in to, you know, like, in between her, because Siri understands that Valentine has no fucking clue what the fuck they're talking about. But unfortunately, Siri's entire character this campaign is, oh god, I have knowledge.
Yeah.
I also feel that I don't know if this is intentional on your part, Ducky, but you haven't sat down Valentine for, like, this is who Bass was, this is who Boz was, this is what happened with him, that you are a reincarnation, all this shit. You haven't done that, and I feel that's not that Siri hasn't realized it. I feel that that's an intentional choice on Siri's part, that it isn't important to Val.
Because she doesn't want Val to feel like that defines her. Because that's one of the reasons that she doesn't like Arcelean is not just because of his obsession with Bass, but also the fact that he continually obsesses over their children, ancestral children, way down the line.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yep. It's very weird.
No, why do
It's
you
very
think
weird.
Why do you think Nexthra yeeted the fucking statue into oblivion?
No, that no.
Oh, yeah,
Motherfucker-
you are
motherfucker
like-
making eyes with my girl.
You are like
Yeah.
you are so locked in the eyes of the enemy at this point there, Nextra. Like,
Dexter is literally like, "Oh, you're trying to get with my girl?"
you literally
Nextra was
pulled
like,
the
"Oh."
Jarvis Twist his dick meme on me, and I was just like,
Yeah.
well, it's Arcelean, so he's gonna take that personally forever.
Good. I hope
Yeah.
he does. Come kill me,
Arcel-
motherfucker.
Little,
Yeah,
little did you know
whack his
that
pee-pee.
Arcelean's actually just the god of grudges.
He's
Spite.
got a
just little
spite
sassy bitch.
for a reason.
I
The
know.
god of bitchless
Yeah, he's-
behavior.
Lord Gay Boy, again, is one of the best nicknames for him.
That's so rude, but fine.
Spike can
All I'm
change.
saying is-
Yes.
All I'm saying is I'm ready to meet him and hit him with the white mask Vare, but you, I'm afraid, are maidenless.
All right, Valentine, who you popcorn? We got 3 more.
Just
I think it's Sky.
go down the list, Sky.
It's me?
It's Sky.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Show and tell. Come on.
Who?
Let me get my chips. I'm gonna mute.
The funny part is I'm no good at this.
You're okay. Come on.
The best thing to keep in mind with Sky is that, like,
Welcome
even if
to
you don't-
tackling social anxiety with roleplay.
even if you don't have a lot in mind, or if you have a lot in mind, it's okay. Like, we know you're newer to role playing, so the pressure is not there to have something per se. We're mostly just when if you do have something, like, let it go and share it with us, so that way, like, we don't do anything that gets actively in the way of that per se, unless it's like legitimate RP. You know, we want everyone to have fun here,
Well-
so if you're exploring something, like, I want you to explore it.
She's someone who really likes her magic. Like she wants to learn more magic. I don't know if that part's been apparent or not.
Yeah.
But she's fascinated by old magic and new magic, where she wants to have some sort of access to that power. It's kind of like the stance of born a fighter wants to be like, a spellcaster and some shit.
Sick wizard.
Or like a ranger with like good magic attacks. But
Take offense to that statement, but continue.
she's caught up in a lot of well, obviously her father and him being missing, because she's been living with her father for a very long time after his parents got separated, and she kind of lost track of her brother. She's been to the Feywild, where she's terrified of it. Because she did not have a good time. But my... Huh?
Fey cool.
Not always. Not always.
Not
There's
always.
a lot of
Not
bad
She's
always.
terrified. She's terrified of it. She's very
It's like
terrified
you've never
of it.
played Baldur's Gate 3.
5?
27.
53.
Never played Baldur's Gate 3.
Cowboys.
I'm still trying to figure out her things, as well as like what her father is, because that's hard for me.
Understandable.
I've been in and out of typing things, but I have not said anything in stone technically for those. But yeah, she likes the Dwarvish and likes giant history and stuff. Like I said, I try my best to portray it, but I also know I'm not too good at that.
I
Oh,
mean,
you're good.
You've been
You have been thoroughly enjoyable whenever you play.
Yeah, you've been hamming up the curiosity, like, at all costs vibe. I dig it.
I felt like tonight I obviously acted kind of weirdly, in my opinion. It wasn't very Aurora.
Hey, you tried something, it didn't work, and we're rolling it back, and that's okay.
I think,
Hmm.
I think for a
I'm-
moment there, you
I'm trying
went
my
back to
best.
like episode 1 Aurora, who might have done that. But since episode 1 Aurora, Aurora and Lux, despite the fact that Lux oftentimes gets branded the crazy guy, you've worked with Lux multiple times. So like it was out of line, but I think like in general, honestly, the dynamic between Lux and Aurora feels like Lux will give you things as long as one, you give him back, or two, you give him something in exchange, or three, he gives it up knowing he'll get something better in the future. Like that seems like the dynamic is that Lux is willing to be transactional across the line because you've been good faith. So that's why like I was wanting to roll it back a bit because I was like, at minimum, Lux doesn't need to burn all of his bridges. He doesn't have a lot of bridges in this party, but the Aurora Lux bridge is foundational to Lux not being antagonistic to everyone, I think. Because you guys you guys worked together really, really well, frighteningly well, last episode. So I didn't want that to suddenly be lost because of a bad moment, you know?
Yeah, like
It
honestly,
just
the
felt
Wonder
like I
Twins
was out of
dynamic
line.
has been like consistently both of y'all's high points.
It's great because Aurora can shoot from behind, and we work well for the bomb defusing. But it works great because in fights, Aurora will shoot from behind, or Lux will get around them and draw their attack, while Aurora can shoot them from behind, and then I can get good crits in.
But yeah,
It's great.
Is there anything, Sky, that you would like for us to do for you?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like I said, I still have very uncertain ground on a lot of things because, like Zealot was saying, I'm semi still new to this, and I'm still trying to find kind of like my ground to step on. So it's just I don't know. I'm trying my best and what I can portray.
At minimum, you're having fun when you're stumbling through all this, correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I always have fun.
Then that's all that matters, baby.
Yeah, because like
I
the thing is like you're gonna stumble and you're gonna have moments like tonight, like everyone does. So don't beat yourself up on it. And as long as you circle back to the trying to have fun as much as you can with everyone else, like you'll always have a good time.
I try my best.
It's okay.
And
No-
your best is more than good enough for us.
Yeah.
Hi, right.
So I think Hockey is next in the order.
He's looking up at the
Oh,
sky
boy.
because he can hear
My
me.
duo.
All right, Lux.
I thought I already did mine.
Yeah,
Fine.
I mean,
No, you didn't.
well, you
Oh,
talked about
cool.
your short term. What is your long term? What is Lux's finisher arc look like in your mind? Right
What are
He
your
wants to go back to the
objectives of
adulted.
Lux? What?
He wants to go back to the exiled and find out like his family heritage.
Okay.
Because he grew up as basically a gutter rat.
Yeah, I feel like we played up a bit the fact that like you are definitely of the exiled, but you didn't grow up there. Whatever happened in between Boris's demise and Domina's control
Yeah, that's
to you.
So I don't even really know what. I always thought that because you and I talked only a little bit about this. I was hoping to get some more information about this. It seems like just Lux was because I thought Lux just left from the exiled because you and I were talking about this of Boris's bloodline basically being told go out and do things in the world for the exiled.
I would like to imagine that since you were dealing with Boris's bar initially, the ancestral line
and you lost it.
You lost it, but your ancestors' line probably have lived in Ravnica for a long time. So while you are from
Yes.
the exiled, you probably have that weird dual citizen issue that a lot of young people have when they have two countries that they. One is the heritage land, but the other one they grew up in. He's Rabbitkin in mindset, which is why, like, from a criminal perspective and from a law perspective, you could try to ham up that stuff. I try to discourage it because again, 1980s justice is really weird in both Britain and in America. Because in Britain, the drug war was not a thing, but Margaret Thatcher was a thing.
Yeah.
In America,
Yeah.
the drug war is under effect in our timeline. But in Rabican's timeline, it's the Black Rod scare. There's been people getting politically killed, and a couple of characters know about them. I haven't told them, and I'm leaving it up to their RP for them to say how much information they know about the Black Rods. But suffice it to say, you might have seen someone get whacked with a power word kill rod. Same with
Ooh,
Wrinkles,
also,
same
could
with
there be
Nexus
like
character.
could there be like a wizard pepper scare of?
No,
Could there
yeah,
be like a wizard pepper
I'm
scare?
not saying anything,
it's
but let's
it's
just
not
say
a
that-
wizard thing. Basically, like at base.
No. Wizard pepper as in like illegal narcotics spread through Ravnica.
Oh yeah, no, it's highly
It's
illegal.
like,
It would be more than a felony to have it. It would be considered sedition and treasonous because you're going to commit.
No. I'm talking because there's the whole drug war in America on marijuana is highly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I was also forget.
I have replaced that with the pursuit of 9th level spells, which
The Black Rod scare.
and the Black Rod scare.
All right.
So high level magic is seen as the enemy, and there was a couple moments where I've talked about the fact that you don't know those certain spells. Like we talked about, the Revivify is a limited resource. I'm trying to actively tell you a story as you gain levels that certain spells that you just think of as being part of D&D aren't online because the people above you in leadership have done their best to try to make sure that whatever grips Arcelean could have in the world immediately are reduced. Part of Violet's attitude was, Arcelean can't be trusted with magic. If high-level magic exists and is proliferated, he will fucking twist it. And you know why Violet thinks that? Because she watched Boris do it with Arcelean. So she has gone out of her way. She's gone out of her way to basically work with the other governments in this world to make 9th level spells non-existent. They will show up at some point, and basically when they occur, they will be like apocalypse level spells to themselves. Something anomalous happens, bad things happen, because they're scary. Even if they don't do anything immediate, the sheer power of magic when they're done will terrify and raise alarm bells. Because the world
wizard, let me see your ID card. What kind of spells can you cast? 7th level. He's high level. Beat it in his ass. Throw the paddy wagon.
You don't have clearance, sir. You don't have clearance to cast that spell, sir.
Hence the power word kill
He's
rods.
resistant arrest.
You have the power word kill
Beat
rods.
'em.
They're basically an RPG. You don't have a right to have that get detained immediately. You know.
So, but what I would like to see from Lux though is it's been several years since he lost the bar. I think he wants to go back to his homeland eventually, or talk to some of his relatives or Domina maybe, and be like, hey, so I lost the bar, the in the family bar of hey, this has been our family for years. I think he wants to get that and also try to figure out why it was so important.
Okay.
I feel like that could be a good little pry bar into a character arc. But what I'm more concerned with is how do you want him to grow in terms of character? Because it's very clear that you have a.
He wants to become a little criminal mastermind of a small gang at the very least.
Of course, but I mean character. How will he change to reach this point?
Besides
Change?
Crack Wizard.
What I'm hearing is
You might want to dabble in the powers of the crack wizard.
Lux hasn't actually learned lessons, is what it sounds like. Lux hasn't had actually Lux has been fined and given debtor's prison, but he's never actually been put away for life. He's never been.
No, he
comes off as the kid who hasn't had his ass beaten enough and that happens.
Yes.
I feel like that's the problem here.
So, you know this. You know the type. You know the type of.
The problem is
done
in
serious
terms of
times. The point of understanding.
In terms of RP, the thing to keep in mind is, as well as hockey, is don't get overly offended when people beat your ass. Because earlier tonight, it seemed like you were I think you were okay with it, and then it escalated really quickly. And so patience on that end.
Oh, it did.
Patience on that end. So we de-escalate that train. But two.
was fine with the attempts to restraint. That was fine. The cracking the head on the thing was fine, but then it escalated quickly when everyone started taking my shit.
Okay, not everyone. I thought that I was just going to be the one person to do something because I saw Chekhov's gun being fired, and like because basically the intention.
What do you mean? He literally said, "It's fine. I'm not gonna use it." He took the bullets out of it.
Yeah, but what I mean is, listen with me here. In terms of the beginning of the genesis of the gun thing, right? The gun is now a symbol for Dulce's trust in Lux, right? That moment was her rescinding her trust, basically. I was using it as a tool for the storytelling.
I don't think that Lux did anything to violate said trust to that level.
Oh, well, it was because of the defiling the what's it called?
The
Defiling
sarcophagus.
the tomb. But
These are gods
Yeah,
who are bad, associated with Arcelean.
well, yeah, they are associated, but they're not like his friends. The god literally left saying, "I see he's been up to no good. I'm gonna stop it."
That's one interpretation you could have for sure.
Yeah.
At bare minimum, she did acknowledge that he's up to no good.
I don't know.
I'll have to roll back
But
the
yeah,
footage.
point is-
That feels stronger than even
Once I myself don't like her things being stolen.
Yeah, point is, I will rescind that, and honestly, Zealot is just that's great. That's
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, don't read
That's
the
great.
chat
Good
logs.
for him.
Don't read the chat logs.
Wait,
Yeah, anyways-
now, man.
Biting my tongue.
I'm
I'm
Biting my
reading the
tongue.
chat logs. What the hell?
Pringles.
Anyways, I
I
respect
don't
it.
even know.
So
You
what
should-
I-
It's such a
It's
weird.
Instagram. It's horrendous.
Again, calm down there. One.
So
Look,
I
I was replying out loud. I wasn't reading it.
know, but we just talked
No
about the
statue.
weird breaching of trust. I am on stream, and more than half of you are prone to the minute text shows up, reading it out loud.
yeah, I was cutting it off. I was cutting it off. Don't worry.
But yeah,
But anyways, returning to the thing that I wanted to say, I do feel that I feel honestly that when we get back to, since you do have your gun again, I will say that you have your gun again.
Yeah.
No gun arc, but no different gun arc instead. I do feel that Dulce leveraging Aurora to get Lux to actually commit to going to the gun range with her and like establishing that bond would be a good thing. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I feel like it could be. I feel like it could be nice because it's like on one hand, it mechanically like, oh, we're working on gun proficiency, but also on the other, it's actually these characters coming to understand each other.
No, that's fine. Lux doesn't really know too much about guns, though. He's not very interested in it at the time, but he would not mind learning. But
Honestly,
at the puppeteer of him is like gun.
Yeah, part of it is like this also ties back into more on my character's backstory, but like basically, she in regards to Lux, I will clarify for you that she both sees him as very young and inexperienced, and also like she sees him as basically someone who hasn't been given an earnest shot effectively. She sees him as a troubled kid more than an actual hardened felon. But aside from that, like she also sees the actual potential in him from what he's able to do on the field. Like she's entirely willing to let go of the bad beef between them that has been developed over time if he is actually able to apply himself, you know?
Well, that's all for
And I
Lex.
feel like that. I feel like that would be a fun time, though.
Hey, we'll see how it goes. Oberus.
Oberus.
Do we still have Oberus?
Okay, I was muted.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I think I muted it at some point. So Rhyme basically exists to be the exact opposite of Roy at the start of the last of the pre-campaign. And I really don't have any greater plans for where she's going. Like, she's young, she's from a sheltered background, she's like wanting to get out, experience life, see some danger.
Realizes she's
And
strong as
that's what's
fuck.
going on.
Yeah, it's based. It's honestly based.
Question, if I may. How does she feel about rage, considering how often she churns and burns through that? This is more of a ducky question. Siri doesn't know.
Yeah, there should probably be some level of concern there.
No, they're definitely, at least for me.
Your concerns are valid. I do not think Rhyme is a good person.
Okay, it's like
Which is
I don't
entirely
know
valid.
your alignment. Come a butt.
I enjoy that Rhyme is like living out her early 20s, where she's like rebelling against every forethought that she's had. So she has all the capability, military training, prowess in battle, but she's just like, fuck the rules. I'm not doing what mom and dad say to do anymore. Mentality. Which is like this first.
She's hanging with this. She's hanging with this weird kid named Rage, and Rage is getting her to do all sorts of bad things.
Rage is a girly pop who just is misunderstood.
Yeah, like
Oh,
my
wow.
brother is like,
That was
I
weird.
was in this flower garden. It's dangerous. The world's getting even more dangerous with these black rods. I don't want my daughter in this world. We're gonna find some nice upper crust guy. We're gonna marry her off. It'll be fine, and we'll get her, a bit more political power and whatnot. And she did not want any of that. So she immediately 360 went out to be an adventurer as soon as she got the chance.
And now here's this Rage girl riding in on her moped, telling her that she
And
can
then
take her
gets hit
places
by
she's
the
never
shotgun.
seen.
Oh my god, I just dusted this person. And now she's got to basically find a way to deal with this. And so she's like, no, I was doing the right thing, because she's got to, justify it to herself. And,
Yeah.
she is... That could be problematic.
I can't wait for the inevitable conversation that she's going to have with her mother, where her mother basically goes, Miss Bloodheart, you know what kind of woman that Rage is.
And all you hear in the back of your head is Rhyme is Rage being like, I tried to kill my mom too once. Test it.
Try it. Try it.
The worst
Try it.
possible
Try it.
influence.
It's just my mom thought she was tough too. She was a bitch.
All these sitting there in some etiquette class or in a ballroom thinking, I want to kill this person. And now she's actualizing that.
Now, so what
The
I
worst
like.
part is that if Caradwell would talk to Siri, she would have an understanding that Siri didn't hate Rage because she was Rage. She hated fucking Grandma.
Yeah.
And Grandma fucked over Rage and let her get to a point where she was just so angry that she would rather watch the world burn than try to compromise in any capacity.
Yeah.
Which
But
is why
she's been
Siri
dead
is
for a while.
concerned, because to
Maybe-
a degree, she gets it.
But no, she's been cooling off for a while, and now she's back, and now she's weirdly like biker girl, bad girl coded in the lesbian movie. But
Yeah, she seems like less of a bitch. Well, and I will mention that this is something that your character wouldn't necessarily know, but Siri does have like a giant scar from whatever she went to fight Rage It wasn't something that Zealot like made me keep, but like it is something that I cinematically decided to keep. So she just, I think it was her left leg. It got really fucked.
Yeah, no, she got crippled in her left leg, and Violet like lost an arm, if I recall right.
Yeah, no, her arm is severed.
That's right. Yeah, it's the fight with Rage is basically like, I'm a god. We're basically gods too. Oh, really? Loses a leg, loses an arm. Are you still gods now? Fuck this bitch. We're killing her. Okay. It's just
Damn right I am. I'm your god now.
it's just
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that background stuff Rhyme knows.
she has
No,
none of it.
That's
None
what
of
I was
it.
saying. It's more character knowledge.
Well, and to be fair,
Or
when
more
they
clear.
encountered Rage had just recently thawed herself in her anger. And if you
Literally
had,
so angry that she melted a fucking iceberg.
she was gonna
Like
cause
a
the world flood
glacier.
on her own. Just Violet and Siri helped precipitate it faster because they made her explode
Not
instead of.
intentionally.
She was gonna flood the world anyway, but like you just made it happen faster because you made her blow up. You know, a little different.
Yeah, now I can't sleep at night. It's fine.
All I'm saying is it's all Grandma's fault for pitting one bad bitch against another.
I mean,
Okay, but actually,
that's the whole point of her.
fuck grandma.
Yeah.
And okay, I want you guys to know, small side rant, very quick side rant. Whenever we went to the Renaissance Fair a weekend or two ago, Zealot started talking to my friend Maddie about one of the tents being a yurt, and I want you to know that I got viscerally angry at hearing that word because I have PTSD from fucking grandma.
Because
I
I'm
hate
honestly
her so
glad.
much.
because
I'm
like
honestly
it
glad.
didn't get fleshed out in the game, but Grandma is the Baba Yaga.
And I hate her.
And the
She's a bitch.
the encounters of survival in the world flood that Siri and Violet had were inside the chicken hut. The yurt.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Literally killing her, and then we were forced to, like, we don't even, technically Siri and Violet don't even know how long they were stuck in there. They just know they were stuck in there, and then surfaced at some point.
It's fucking insanity. But yeah,
Literally fucking hell. Anyway.
I think that we
Moral
have
story, fuck grandma.
the moral of the story is fuck grandma. Don't get grandma points. Don't do that.
I mean, it's
Get
fine.
Lysandra points instead.
Just to cause a little bit of stagnation in the world. Slow the tide of life
No.
and death. Nothing will go wrong.
Build. All I'm saying is invest in Lysandrium today.
How about Bremen?
The bubble will never burst.
Pump those Bremen stocks.
I can't wait for
But
I can't wait for all of the bad to occur with every old god in some capacity. It'll be great.
yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, fucking returning to the moving down the list. How much should I say? Because I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm one of the capital W writers of the group. I have drawn inspiration from many sources in regards to Dulcie. I will not wear you thin listing through them all and how they relate. What I will tell you instead is that Dulcie has led quite the fucking life. The original idea of her character is fun fact, I was the one who wanted to play a 60-something. That zealot vague posted about, like, guys, don't be 60, please. That was me.
I
The
need you to
original
survive
intention
the
of-
apocalypse. If your character could reasonably have a heart attack due to age and die because without me killing you, please don't play this character.
Yeah, but basically the genesis of the idea was someone who is at the end of their life and is kind of looking back on it and preparing to die, basically. That was the original idea of it. And now we have this midlife crisis dog.
Sorry.
So
So real.
So, yeah, no, I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. Dulcie was a happy little accident. Speaking of happy little accidents, again, I will stress, I have written a lot for Dulcie. I have a lot of backstory for her, and the reason why I haven't posted it all to Zealot is because it's not fucking relevant to his game. Like,
and I'm okay if people have fleshed out stories or not. What I want you to do is come every week and be invested in participating in at least a story. Like, I see myself as a narrator. I get to control the monsters and get to give you a good old time of almost dying. But my goal is to try to narrate a story that you all enjoy being a part of.
and that's absolutely what I do every week, and I'm ever so thankful that I get to share it with you all. But in regards to recapping, go on.
Brother, I'm an actor. That's my whole job.
Hell yeah. But yeah, in regards to Dulcie, recapping your story for everyone, something that I want to make perfectly fucking clear about her. If I go into my character sheet here, her alignment says chaotic good. Okay? What I mean by that is not that she's a normal human being, because normal human beings have chaotic good morality. If you think that you're lawful good, I'm sorry, but you're just chaotic good, but you think you're lawful good. Because chaotic good characters are able to compromise their morals or do something that is bad in the eyes of the law if it means doing something that they believe is good, right? I don't mean it like that. I mean it's good as in she is ultimately an altruistic character. She wants what is best for people, but chaotic in the sense that she is a fucking torrent. She is fucking chaos incarnate because she is so frequently and unabashedly wrong because of how she's led her life. Like in her backstory, just catching people up to stuff. Remember, the genesis of her deciding to do this whole Adventures Guild thing is that she literally had nothing else she thought she had in her life, because the implication was that once her father died, she basically deteriorated all of her relationships and nothing was the same for her. So she had a depression spiral, broke every friendship she ever had, and all she had left was a strained relationship with her husband, who then she proceeded to arguably kill. Because the whole intention of the thing with her is that it is supposed to be up to your opinion on whether or not her having a mental break and trying to pull back her husband by the stairs was her killing him, or if it was just an accident. You're supposed to be able to make your own judgment call on that. She's not necessarily a good, always does good character. She is one that I have written to be drenched in things that she has done horrifically wrong. She has made so many life-altering errors over the course of her life that she literally had nowhere else to go and decided to adopt a new identity in the hope that she will be able to provide something for someone. And to this end, I would like to clarify further, she has been ride or die for the party and always will be. If you ask her for help, she will help you with no question. She has nothing to do when, like, assume that the world is saved. She has nothing to do. This is her life now. Like, yeah. I need to stress that I have layered actions for everything that I do with her, every opinion I ever hold. And one of the most important things that I need to stress to everyone, this is the thing that I keep beating around the bush on, and this is where I'm going to deliver it. She is wrong now, frequently, about many things, such as stealing Lux's gun that she gave to him, and then arguing it was her property. That is wrong. She was wrong in that situation. Like, she says things and does things that are not just her opinion, but against reality, basically. She is someone who is extremely deep in denial and grief, and as a result, she's very, very fucking unstable. Despite the fact that she wants to be a beacon of stability for other people, which is another fun goat's contradiction. I write characters that are hypocrites not because they are willing hypocrites, but because their character flaws make it so that it is hard or impossible for them to act on what they want that is uncomplicated good. To this end, what I'm going to ask from everyone is that when you see Dulcie do something stupid, bring it up in character if your character would be like, Dulcie, you're being a fucking moron. Get your head in the game. Because I will say it now. The options are either she doubles down on it and you can strong arm her away from the situation, or she gets her head back on her shoulders, apologizes, and you push her towards being better. Because that's a major part of this, that I want y'all to be able to influence and skew the way that in the apocalypse her character will end up, because I have been keeping track of the reasons why she would do certain things, have certain ego deaths, or become a better person in the long run based on what everyone does, not just with her, but around her. And you have a lot of agency in that, I will say. And y'all have been feeding me amazing, great things. But also, I want to stress, like, just because Goats makes a decision in character doesn't mean you have to let Goats go through with it. Like, you can veto me in character.
I think you know this about me. I will attempt to veto. Sometimes I can't, though.
Of course. But I'm just saying that for everyone. But yeah, if there's anything y'all want to ask about Dulcie, if there's anything that y'all want to bring up, go ahead and shoot it at me.
Just to let everyone know about trying to steer Dulcie in the right direction. Nextra is, again, not intentionally gonna be just defaulting to, yeah, what Dulcie says is right. She's been through a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's allowed to be like a character flaw. Where
that's a character flaw. Nextra trusts her with her life. That's gonna come to bite her in the ass, but she don't know that.
Like, to make this all simple, Dulcie, I call her James Sunderland for a reason. Like, that is one of the characters that she has in her. If you know Silent Hill 2, you know that the game is literally about how much James Sunderland is a little piece of shit bitch.
He's a little fucking rat bastard.
He's a little fucking rat bastard, and he's
You slowly uncover that James Sunderland is just a little shit, and literally
just
everything wrong in his life is his own problem.
Yeah, literally. So, like, if y'all just want me to be James Sunderland, I can be James Sunderland. But if y'all want to have, like, a character arc, I'm also down for that. But yeah,
again, it's gonna be a crisis of faith for Nextra, because she's kind of deferred to you as being like the authority figure and like one of the two big authority figures. So like, yeah,
the authority
she's gonna listen to you.
I will note again, she has only earned by being the loudest person in the room.
Yes, that's a flaw on Nextra's part.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I'm clarifying that for everyone. I'm clarifying that for everyone because it's like, in the moment, you can get swept up in the character traits and what's happening, and like, you can mistake something for something else. Like, I was so happy when Hockey said that he didn't like fucking Dulcie. That made me so vindicated. because like, on some level, I have been playing her as a little piece of shit.
You're playing the character properly.
Yep. But yeah, it's just like I have literally things and dynamics intended for literally all of your characters. Like literally, I think we can carry a scene on our own together. Everyone, just us two, if it comes down to it. I am confident in all of your abilities. I am a big fan of all of your characters, and the more I see out of all of you, the better, I say.
And you guys have to I will say this again, and it's not my intention, it's just the way that I am, being an actor, being trained in improv and stuff like that. I will take a scene and run with it, and y'all gotta fucking stop me.
We say yes and. We say yes and in this house.
Yeah, but there's sometimes you want, like, I will try to get other people in as much as possible, but if you give me the ball, Nexa's gonna run to the fucking end zone.
I'll also say, just to steer back to the campaign for a little bit, this dungeon is not going to fall apart. You guys have completed the dungeon. We already took care of the mystery element, but I don't want you guys to think that you're just staying here because you haven't figured out what it is yet. I heard the comment earlier tonight, and I was like, I don't know if there's actually any way, because there is one dungeon that hasn't fallen apart, and I don't know if you remember it, because I think everyone was thinking the dungeon was going to fall apart.
Did the church?
Oh yeah,
fall
the
apart?
fireplace, right?
Yeah, the fireplace.
Right?
You're the meteor is still in town. It didn't fall apart.
Did
That's
the
gonna
church
be
fall
my
apart?
new home.
I
We should
genuinely don't
probably
remember.
check
The
that when
church
we get
did
home.
the church did fall apart because it was a ruin. To be fair,
Guys, guys, we should turn the meteor into our new home.
the ancient
Okay,
the
we
ancient ruins
shouldn't
fell
do
apart.
that.
The church did not fall apart. The church actually is still standing.
That's what I thought.
We should definitely open the sarcophagus in the ruins. We should definitely open the sarcophagus in the fireplace. We need to see who's in the fireplace.
Sure, why the hell not? Let's do it.
Reach out and
Let's
touch
go
fate.
back.
Reach out and
It's
touch
great.
it, baby. You know what? It could be Brimmond. It could be your guy Brimmond. You don't know if it's Brimmond until
Could
you
be.
open the loot box.
I think
be
I know
anything.
who's in the. I think I know who's in the loot box.
The loot
Who's in the loot box,
Who's
guys?
in the
Tell
loot
me.
box? No way.
What's in the box?
Do you want me to
Come on,
just
pulling from
straight
the
up say
gotcha.
my
Who are you-
theory?
Gotcha, guys.
Thoughts and
Game
prayers.
theory time. Go on.
I'm trying to get a 5-star bass.
You're trying to pull for 5-star Bass? Bass isn't a god, you silly bitch. Wait for next patch.
Damn.
And
Damn.
God.
he could still are these sarcophagi all gods?
Are
We
they?
have
I
to
was
find-
under the
we have
assumption-
to see. We have to see if we get a 5-star Bass.
So are you
So
saying,
Legend of
so
Zelda
are you saying
box
the
of
Watcher
news?
is a god, or is he just an apostle?
All I'm saying is, let's go gambling. Oh dang it! Oh, that was Walturia.
Oh dang it! Chaos and ruin. I should also mention one of my goals as Nexthra, the wizard of the witch of chaos and undead. Chaos is not an inherently evil thing.
Yeah.
No, it fluctuates.
It fluctuates. It is neither good nor evil, and Nexthra's gonna show you guys that eventually. She doesn't know that yet, but she will.
And,
I just
and
put
to that
2 and
end,
2
that is the
together.
reason that Zealot is okay with chaotic characters, but not chaotic evil characters.
Yeah,
Because chaos.
but I just had a fucking. I just realized who's in the gotcha. We have to go to the gotcha right now. Let's get out of this dungeon. Wait, we have to do the sippies. Do the sippy gotcha, and then we'll do the real gotcha.
Are we going to
Nexthra's
do
not doing the
sippies?
sippies because the teacher told her not to.
Sippies.
How many barrels are there? 8?
There are 8 barrels.
Yeah, Nexthra will take a sippy. Fuck it.
I'm
Fuck it,
going
Mom.
to-
You can't tell me what I can and cannot do.
I am not an alcoholic. but I will have a sip.
Comma butt.
Comma
I
butt.
have
I want buff. I want charisma, wit, or intelligence buff.
If I get another dex buff, I will shit.
All right, so we'll start with Nexra over here. So that was the first one. Talk about having sippy.
Slurp that shit, baby.
Aurora, you want a sippy, right?
Yes! Int buff! Let's go!
Then we've got
Oh
Lux.
shit, she's inting.
Sippy.
Fuck it.
Eh.
2
We've
HP,
got-
hell yeah.
Then we got Valentine.
16 int, baby!
Let me. Yeah, I'm smart.
And then we've got
I'm a
Dulcie.
smart cookie. Oh shit, that makes my intelligence +2.
We're getting beefy. We're getting beefy in this house. I'm getting
I was hoping for
smart.
dexterity so I could get 20 dex, but I'll take the 2 HP.
I think
Zella,
Aurora
you need
wants
to change my
one.
character sheet for that.
I see a Rhyme and Aurora came over to the sippy boxes. Are they both also taking a tumble on it?
I would just like to take
Okay.
this time
I roll after
to
next
remind
row.
you that Zealot, I know what you are, and I see your cocoa melon, and I will get you.
We talked about this last time. I didn't even prompt this Cocomelon. That's the worst part. We talked about this last time.
Just trust.
You warned them. Anyway, Rhyme.
Next to
But we
doubt,
like the
next to
gotcha.
doubt.
No, actually.
like
Oh,
the
oh shit! You're
we're doing this.
You're attacking it. I love it.
Rhyme's going fucking nutty?
Okay.
No!
All right. So, so when you hit it, it explodes, Rhyme. And I need you to tell me. You can DM me in your channel. When you hit it, you feel the compulsion you need to call on something that your axe isn't good enough. Who are you calling on?
Oh, okay. Clearly, Rage, the one answer to all our questions.
That's
Oh no!
Clearly, rage.
Oh,
The shop
Really,
is out of our
Rage?
favorite kind of donuts. Rage.
okay.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have any more of those points left.
It's okay because as you break it,
All that.
and you channel that energy, you're rewarded for your trust. You receive 2 additional points of rage.
No, maybe I can slurp the juice on
Whatever
the
these
floor.
are, I don't need it.
As I say, when it hits the ground, it just turns into blood. Rotten,
No.
gnarly
Water?
blood. The booze, the barrel liquid. It is just tainted, vile blood on the ground. Aurora, are you gonna sip it now that you've seen blood from the barrel splash out and smell like rotten death?
no, because funny enough, I was going to destroy the barrel too, and that was my
No.
initial intent, and I'm going to stay true to my character rather than rolling a gamble board.
I dive in front to take the bolt.
You won't be able to take the
So
bullet.
does Dulcie and Val see what's do we smell? Can we smell from
You
all the
will.
way
You will
over
in a minute
here?
after.
the rock,
So basically,
yeah.
this. Oh, that's a hit. You got it. You got it. Do some damage. Now, who are you channeling there, ma'am?
Brimond.
Okay. That wasn't hard to imagine.
I'm my boy Brim.
Give more points.
I'm just
to Brim.
imagining Lux like diving front, like no.
Now the worst part is,
Lux.
Lux, you see the shot go off, and your instinct is to try to dive for it, but it's like that arrow just moves faster than you can imagine, and it already hits, explodes, and you're just covered in the rotten blood water. There is.
Damn.
As soon as Nexter gets covered in it, she's like, get it off! Get it off! Oh, I can't. I'm not running. Get it off! Get it off me! Oh, shit. I probably
Aurora.
just stepped on a trap, Smile.
Funny enough,
Aurora,
no,
why would you do this to? Why would you do this?
Who hurt
So
you?
the good news is, there are still traps in this room.
Mm-hmm. That's not good.
We're all at like what?
Don't worry.
That's not good.
That's why I didn't
Ryan.
step forward anymore.
I hate to be that guy, but Ryan, you're on a trap.
So
Yep.
Rhyme is currently protected from it because of the actions that Rhyme took. Because in order to attack the barrels and actually destroy them, you have to be invoking a god to do so.
Actually, she's fine.
She's actually
We love
fine.
David.
But you do hear the click, and as she, cool girl, walks away from explosions, you hear it go off.
Wait, was I in the blast radius right here?
No, it's only in the space.
Columbo Almighty, what the fuck? I'm getting out of here. Shit's blowing up. I don't like it anymore.
I'm just gonna
Excuse
walk
me,
over to
sir.
Aurora. I'm walking over to Aurora. I'm gonna
take
like
this,
wipe my hands.
this.
I'm wiping my hands on Aurora. Get the blood off them.
That's fucked up.
Hey, Teach. Hey, Teach.
When you
I
say
put my
old
leather armor in your hands to wipe the blood on.
Rolls around in it like a dog.
1 second, I can't hear.
1 second, I can't hear. Why did you become a Jewish?
1 second,
Christ?
your friend.
Aurora, what did you do?
Shut the fuck up. What were you saying?
Wait, Sky, what'd you do when what'd you do when I broke the blood on you?
I quickly countered with leather armor that I had from whenever I upgraded my armor.
But
then you had to
you need to
wash
give me
that.
the 2 HP. You need to give me the permanent 2 HP to me. I can't do that.
Or you could
Weird.
just be a little silly and
Oh wait, no, I can configure.
I
don't think I can.
Meanwhile, I'm watching the two over here on the left, just being like, get crunk, get crunk, get
Oh,
crunk,
yeah.
crunk it down, crunk it down. Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna double dip. Double dip here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna get
you won't-
what's
no one can stop you from double dipping. They're too far away. So yeah, here's your double dip, Valentine.
I want to shoot across the room.
And then Dulcinea, here's your double dip.
No, hold on. I was saying not that.
Oh shit!
I saw.
I was literally talking about breaking the barrel when it's our turn.
Okay. I won't push it through. When you say double fisting, I thought you were opening both up and just be like glug 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 glug.
Double fist
I also thought that.
is a term for alcohol
Yeah.
drinking.
Literally
that.
putting two beers in your hands and then drinking them at the same time is that. So
I know that. It's just. It was supposed to be a pun.
I get that, and she's like, I know exactly what you mean, and then she just goes straight for the other one.
I don't.
All right, I'm gonna BRB. I got P.
Lysandra,
I don't
help
know any
me.
better.
So Dulcie is
Oh my
just
God.
gonna fucking get an evil fucking necrotic fist and just slam down this motherfucker.
so you're hitting the last barrel standing is what I'm hearing,
Yeah,
and you're invoking who?
Lysandra, because he said, "Help me, Lysandra."
You do feel like the damage hits and it does destroy the barrel, and you cover Valentine in what looks like blood ichor, but it has been like rotted and decaying in that barrel for more than a millennia. Congratulations, you smell like death now, Valentine.
Hey guys, can I break the last one?
It's already been
The last one has just been imbibed.
Oh,
In good faith.
What last one? There was no other last one.
I thought there was
no
two
other
left.
option.
Oh,
No.
Valentine, did you drink it?
Maybe.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, I
It is a
did. I
mistake
did. I
that we
very
shall
much
not make again.
I thought the Valentine drinking part was not canon.
did. No, it was very
No,
canon.
It was
Dulcie
very
drinking
canon.
part was not canon.
It was the Dulce drinking that was not canon, but when you said double fisting, Valentine was like,
Gotcha.
hell yeah.
Yep. The whole thing.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, she's not gonna waste good alcohol.
Well, it's not alcohol now, is it?
Well, she thinks it is.
I believe that we have seen through the deception, thanks to Rhyme,
deception.
The
deception that we
actually,
have
Dulcie is demonstrating the blood on Valentine and also pointing over at the other side of the room where the smell of death is coming from.
Stare with daggers, as it definitely was Siri who helped me come to that conclusion.
I do feel like I need to shower there, though. This is awful. Thanks for that. This was my favorite jacket.
Are we
figure
taking
out what
off?
he's even wear?
I didn't hear what Oprah said, but I heard the Valley Girl hit, and I was like, "Oh fuck, here we go."
Like, did we ever figure out what these actually were?
Don't know, but they made me strong.
We're dead now.
You hear Fausta chime in, just like, I think from your conversation last time, discussed that it was the blood of the enemy. That you're literally imbibing the one that you oppose.
He tasted good.
Oh.
It's been
It is a mistake
it's
that we will
been
not
2 millennia, and Fausta just leans close to you, Valentine, and like you feel like he's trying the sensation of sniffing. He's like, "Oh yes, still tastes like that, man. Repulsive."
Oh, god damn it.
It is a
Oh.
mistake that we will not make
What
again.
happened? I had
Next,
to
there's
pee.
all
What
about
happened?
new. Valentine got covered in old blood, and Fauza took a big ol' whiff. And I know Aurora is like, "Damn it, get away from my man's."
I have no desire for him, anyways. It's okay. Oh.
It is a mistake that we will not make again.
I don't know if it makes us stronger and helps us beat him.
Oh no! Every
I
It
time,
could empower him too, though.
every time you drink his blood, he retains a little bit of himself in you, more and more and more.
I have no intention of falling into that motherfucker.
Well, you should maybe not sip the weird cursed blood anymore.
That was the plan.
Here I was
I'll
thinking
listen.
these were here to help us.
I mean, they're. Why would you think that? They're literally his.
They're making us stronger.
You think he cares
By
about making
siphoning
you
your life?
stronger?
They are making me stronger. I don't know. I feel like they've helped in the past, at least.
I mean, they may be helping temporarily, but listen. It's not me to say anything about your predilections with people, but I do not find enjoyment in putting one's blood in my body.
Don't either. I thought it was wine.
Hey,
Hope for some manner of
Until a little
purity.
bit ago, we all thought it was alcohol.
It was like some weird blood wine.
That's
Yeah, what Aurora said.
That's this thing that Celestials often do. It helps cement their followers with them.
I
not-
think we should
Do
look
they not
towards
have
pure.
wait? Fausta just has like this look, despite having no eyes. He just has this look on his face of like, do they not have communion where you're from? Has that practice been lost? Did the gods not give their blood anymore?
They do not.
I'm not very religious. I don't know any of this shit.
To my knowledge, me and my father are not religious.
Fausta he looks a little forlorn about the whole like, oh wow, so gods do nothing anymore? Oh. No wonder Arcelean's coming back.
Well, they've been dead, so
Gods do not die, they go to sleep.
So
well,
you
you're
saw
about
the
to
lady
learn
herself.
something about them then.
Sirius thinking very loudly but not saying anything.
Fauza, you saw Naval float up earlier, right?
Yes. Her
What was that?
her body
that
her,
her waking
her
up?
body died, but her soul never sleeps.
Okay. I'm
It
gonna
seems-
pretend I understand your funny words, skeleton man.
It seems at least that she
Okay.
Retain herself, does she not?
He's trying really hard. Like you can see, like
He's really trying to help.
he's like, okay, let me try. Did you ever have an animal that you liked on your farm growing up? And mom and dad, when it died, but you didn't know, your parents said it ran away from home.
A goldfish that ran away from home once.
Yeah, so your goldfish ran away from home. Naval ran away from home, but she's still there. It doesn't matter. Like,
okay. Okay, I seriously, Mr. Fowler, I'm not trying to argue with you. I just don't get it. Personally, I don't get it.
You obey the law even though you can't touch the law, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't do that either. She doesn't do that either. Don't believe her lies.
He just looks at like Dulcie, and he just you can see his hand quivering, like trying, shut. I'm just trying, shut. It's just.
I can't help. Well, you think goblins are unkillable, so I guess I just have to keep being right.
Next threat kind of lightly punches Dulcie in the shoulder, like, shut up.
So you obey the law even though you can't see the law. Law has power. What happens when the law no longer has power? Do you still see the law? No, you don't. The law is dead to you, but it's not actually dead. It just doesn't have power. You can rob a god of power. You can rob a god of power. You can kill its body. You can kill its followers. And therefore make it unknown, and therefore powerless. But a prime ritual of the old world was consuming the blood of a god to show you have belief in its name. You called out her name and then set her free. You gave your livelihood and energy to open the coffin that kept her from the world. You brought her back.
Cool. She sounds like a really cool person.
Well, as long as she's
not is that a problem?
As long as she's not the
I hope
lich.
that was the right thing to do.
As long as she's not the lich anymore. Lich her, there's problems.
She's not anymore, as far as we know.
Well, that's good.
We dealt with that.
Lich her had a lot of problems that made it so the rest of us couldn't come outside, like myself and my brethren. Otherwise, we would be mindlessly murdering you all if she was the lich still.
Yeah, so obviously then we did a good thing by letting her out, right?
Well, she was Arcelean's wife and eternally loves him and died protecting him. But you know.
Yeah, but she said she had to go take care of him, right?
I've never known someone who truly loved their spouse to betray their spouse, but that's just me.
Motherfucker. All right, let's get out of here.
Bremen. I mean, I don't want to speak ill of the lady. Bremen was the same way. Bremen loved Arcelean with everything that he had.
He doesn't seem to like him now.
Well, just because I assume it's out of passion. The man's not the one that they loved. He's become something different because of the harm that happened to them that he couldn't handle because he was too weak at the time. Surely, your family, don't they have members who change and they become something you're like, why are you like this? You've never had a brother or sister just suddenly act differently one day? And it's mostly because you didn't know they went through something that was painful, like a hardship?
Yeah. My sister did that once.
Do you not forgive them after they go through that episode? I can't imagine that Bremen.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that Lady Naval and Lord Bremen would hate Arcelean. That would be counterintuitive to their nature.
Maybe they should change that nature then.
Hey, Fowler, I got one final question.
I'll try to answer it.
You seem to know a lot about this whole god thing.
Well, yeah, I was one of the ones that worshipped them when I was alive, and Then I got
Were
killed.
they mortals?
Arcelean became immortal in the time I remember. He wasn't initially mortal. But Lady Naval, as far as I recalled, was always not mortal. Bremen was honestly just a man until they killed him.
But then he became a god.
But I don't know about that, to be fair. I don't know. There's a gap there between his death and today that I don't know anything about.
And Val takes out the book. Well, apparently this is his heart. That's what you said, right?
But yeah, he loved writing.
Yeah.
It feels like his heart to me. Like, he believed in passing information down.
We did find this back in the church, and the Minister of Light hid it on his person. So, I don't know.
I don't know. Bremen liked making weapons, but not really for war. They were always weird weapons. Like a giant hammer, but it mows the lawn basically, or waters the grass.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
That's pretty interesting.
He liked making tools of not war. Wanted to make weapons that could be used domestically because he thought they were odd. So it's possible he became a god to someone at some point, just not to my people. That was Lady Nepal. And in death of us, Arcelean, I think, became one, though I don't know the details there. I remember dying, and then I remember waking up. I don't know what happened in between.
I understand. Thank you, Fauza. I appreciate it.
I am sorry also if... words are easy to use, but... the gods did not build me to speak well. The gods built me to kill well.
And you know what, my guy? You do that incredibly well.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that. I'll give you that.
I appreciate that. I'm not always best at... I don't know why I didn't click on a spell for Brother Chambers, but he just decided to cast light. You know, whatever. Fuck everybody.
He taps his own forehead, skull starts glowing, proceeds to continue talking.
Ambient mood lighting. Here you go. Ambient mood lighting. I love it.
We're just casually casting a spell.
I just thought it was cool. I thought it was appropriate.
I thought it would help my... I thought it would just get sick.
Cool aesthetics.
You guys don't like having glowing heads? Look, when I open and close my eyes, the light changes, and you just see the light become like shadow on the wall. You guys aren't
Check it out.
this.
Start blinking. He's a one-man
Our own
ranch.
strobe light, yeah.
Oh my
Or
god.
for epilepsy.
New side quest unlocked. We have to, before the world ends, we have to...
He cut out for me.
Yeah, you cut out there for me too. What'd you say, Goats?
Before the world ends, we have to hold a rave.
Oh, amazing.
With his
Yeah, right here, right now. Here you go.
Yeah,
have it
you're
with
in the
his
rave pit.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just don't step
God.
on any traps.
All right,
Regardless,
so
speaking of not stepping on any traps, I think that we should leave now.
you did
I
clear
agree.
you did clear a path, so it is possible to safely get through.
Let's go
Yeah,
home,
let's
everyone.
leave. Let's not be here anymore.
Are we not going to tackle that chest one more time?
I would recommend not.
What, you don't want to do the 10
Okay.
trap gauntlet again?
Not particularly.
What's the worst that could happen?
You know what? If y'all want to do it, I'm going all the way over here.
I'm out of juice.
I'm not touching it.
Boy. How well is my memory?
I love navigating so much.
Okay. I don't know where the fuck you're
I will
going,
say-
Dulcina.
I will say we did not clear out that room.
Hold on. Let me take actions for you.
We came through the other room.
I thought it was
Oh,
just a
no.
straight way. I thought we were going straight.
It is, but we didn't clear that.
Also, Aurora, when you came through here, the statue is back, facing towards where you guys are coming from. Just staring you all down. Just staring
I'm
you
gonna
all
piss
down.
on it.
What a fucking douchebag. I'm going to kill him so many
What the
times.
hell?
Hey, Dawson, should I smack him around a little bit, or should I not?
No.
No, we don't have the time anymore. We already sucked one of his shits into the fucking void.
Too late, I'm peeing on it.
I just.
Yeah, have
Oh
fun.
my god.
Do you
I just
only
look
have
at-
one health? Might I recommend you not?
You're peeing on it, Lux?
Yes.
You watch as an arc lightning forms across the pea and starts jumping across your pea strands and hits you.
Oh, look, it's my irrational fear.
I cut the stream.
You can see like Val is about to try and punch the fucking statue, and then this happens, and I'm like, I think I'm good.
You just
Think I'm
see
good.
it's like skeleton flash. It's like,
I'm good. You
you can fear.
Home Alone scene.
I need you to roll a dex save there, Lux.
I think
What's
Lux
the
is about
Roll a
to get
PP
in.
Right here,
save.
right here.
Roll a dex save to prevent having your PP burned off.
You're so lucky that you're a rogue.
Good
That is a very good roll. You realize at the last minute what's about to happen, and you cut the stream and like flop backwards.
Cut the stream.
cut the stream. Cut the stream.
Cut the stream.
Damn, I wish
Cut
I
the
could cut the stream. But,
I throw a rock at it instead.
You feel the rock like magnetize back and come hurtling towards you. What's your armor class?
Dex save and throw yet again.
No, what's your armor class?
17.
Okay, make
Or
an
sorry,
attack.
18, because
Make
I have
Yeah, I know. I make a ranged attack roll. Since it's an improvised weapon, it'll be your strength. So I need you to make a strength check and see if you hit yourself. You successfully watch
a
it. Like,
dodge.
it dodges. It just like rubber bands around the statue coming towards you.
Damnation. How serendipitous of my own actions.
Yeah, you can walk off the edge of the map there. I don't know why it's bigger than the map is, but there's nothing over there.
He's clipping.
I'm
He's
in the
clipping.
void.
There's nothing over there.
going to the back
Hey,
room.
welcome to the
He's
void.
going to the back rooms.
Yo, it's cool out here.
Oh god. This is where Columbo's hiding, I bet.
No, yeah, I am not yet going to do a map that has a secret off area map where if you wander correctly, there's something over there. That's so role playing aesthetic.
Shit! It's Gaster. Look over here, guys. Oh,
Guys, you need
yeah,
to the back room.
What you didn't know is that WD actually stands for Columbo. Columbo.
Oh shit.
It's Columbo. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
back to old Dextra.
The W and the D are silent. Yeah.
This old next to
I'm back to old Dextra. There you go.
Ah,
I've been removed.
Did we get a long rest on the train?
Yes, you'll be having a long rest on the way back. You'll be taking trucks.
I
back.
get-
Train over here, right?
thank God.
I get
well,
an hour free.
You
right?
took trucks to the final part. You took a train over here to begin with, but you're taking trucks back to that train station.
Okay.
My Bribon points have been restored.
Yes, you'll have a long
Finally.
rest. We'll probably be stopping here for the night. I know it was a weird session. I hope everyone feels better, dynamic wise, compared to where we started off at. Obviously,
Do we have the juice?
what?
Pulling up.
Do we have the level juice?
Yes, you will gain the level on the train ride back.
Yeah.
Would I be able to roll my books?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna roll one with.
Okay, I'm just a fucking god when it comes to rolling my hit dice.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
burning inspiration for my first roll because. Fuck it, yeah.
I also have improved flair now. So my channel divinity does something now.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
all right.
I got
So,
one of them.
wait, you rolled Dad's book twice. Did you mean it to, or
Yeah, I did. I burned my inspiration on the first roll.
Okay.
I get to do the fun level up thing while this happens, right?
Yes.
Or do you want me to not touch
No,
things?
you can do that because since you rolled Dad's book, it's gonna be plot. So
Oh, Pog.
so I will think about that and put it sometime this week. We are not
So
running,
can
we
you
are
do it-
not running next week, just to remind everyone. So we will have a week off. So you have some,
Okay. My necromancy class isn't here.
and I will. It's not in there, or is?
No, no. School of necromancy. It's only school of evocation right now.
Let me go. Oh, it's probably because I built the subclass after the fact.
Help us on that.
I also do not see my feat that I'm taking.
Yeah, because again, when I build things after the fact, I have to re-push the class, which sucks. What I can do though is maybe force the issue. So you're going level 2. What was it, Ducky?
Is it okay if I go ahead dip out?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're going to level 2 next row.
Yeah, level 2 wizard.
The
Wow, the only thing I had to do is add the new abilities and roll into
Let me see.
hashtag Marshall cast.
You got a 6 on that. Next.
Yes, I did. I got another max hit die point.
All right, I was able to force the issue because I have access to stuff. So there we go.
School of necromancy. Let's fucking go.
And then Aurora, you wanted to take a feat, correct?
Oh fuck! It got rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, did it get rid of it? What did you do? Oh,
No, I accidentally clicked the button. My bad.
That
That was again. I'm being stupid.
Yeah, you gotta make sure not to click the evil red button.
Okay,
The evil red button is a delete only button.
gotcha. Okay.
Hopefully though it keeps it this time. And
All right, I have it. I have School of Necromancy.
All right, now a Wawa. What were you wanting to take feat wise?
ritual casting.
Okay, so I will have to do the class for you as well. Did you roll your HP already?
Yes.
You got.
I was debating on rolling again,
You can
but
roll,
I think
you could roll again if you want to.
I don't want to. I don't want to go lower. Fuck it. Fuck it. Leave all. Oh, it's okay.
All right, so 3, and you wanted to take. Oh, it's not in here, right? Can I force the issue on this?
is a good level.
I might not be able to force the issue on this one. We might have to have you rewalk your level again, with class, because it just sometimes I don't know why it doesn't update. It's very frustrating. Why it doesn't update the pool? Well, it's a stupid issue because it should just update the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can force the issue. Hallelujah!
So
I forced the
excited for
issue.
tomorrow.
There you go.
Wait, and then when are we doing those two? Are we doing that next session?
What's that?
When you choose this feat, you acquire a ritual book holding 2 first level spells of your choice, and I think we said we were doing the Book of the Giants.
Yeah,
The
so
Book of Word.
I put a list of the first level ritual spells that would be options, and you just choose 2 of those.
Okay.
That's in the feat. You'll just tell me which 2 you're choosing, and then I'll note that, and basically, from this list, you're either choosing. Let's see. Your primary good stats are int, so you'd be choosing wizard, which is fine. What that means though is that you can learn wizard spells through this method, I think, but you can't learn the other classes. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions or things they need to do? Because I can apparently force the issue, so I was able to do that with the feat and the subclass. which is nice. I don't have to
Well,
just constantly force new re-off and turn on of different things.
That's so cool.
Did I get an
I just
evolve point
found
from
something.
using the potion on Lux, or
What's that?
did I get an evolve point from using the potion on Lux, or
Well,
does it have to be
It
resurrect?
has to be death. It has to be death.
it has to be death for
Okay.
Naval, and if you want to use an evolve point when you heal someone, you have to say that. Then you can run. Then you can do fun things. So
I'm just looking at the points I have, and I noticed Naval is on there now. I think from when we did the thing with the statues.
Yeah, it's when you did the stuff with the statues. All right, folks. Unless anyone has anything else, I'm going to shut down my stream and head out.
I know what.
Yes, I'm also gonna head out. Good night,
I know which
gamers.
two I'm doing, by the way.
Night.
Cool.
I'd be doing
I'll
find
keep the
familiar
VTT
and
open.
identify.
Awesome. I'll keep the VTT open for now so folks can finish their leveling up, but I'm going to walk away.
Sounds good.
Do I have to
Looking
go
over
to
to your shit.
the compendium to pull this over?
You have the feat in your thing and it has all the spells. You should be able to open the edit. Oh, sorry, bathroom cramp. You should be able to open it in the compendium and then pull the spells over to your spellbook if you need to.
Okay.
I'm gonna dip out, folks. Y'all have a good night. The VTT will be open until I get back to my computer.
Sounds good.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
And stream, I'm gonna head out to say goodbye to you all too. I'm gonna see if there's anyone interesting to raid. Sure there is. He was streaming with, well, he wasn't streaming with me, but he was playing with me earlier. So let's go ahead and send him. Oh, Raythan, have a good night as well. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and raid over to Moyo. He's playing some Clair Obscure. So, Expedition 33. Little French role-playing game that a lot of people have been playing. That's apparently not his VT? Oh, it's just regular. Oh, okay. I thought he was... Oh, that's because that's what his name is on Twitter. But on Twitch, it's just that. There we go. Okay, folks. Y'all have a good night. Thank you very much for being here. And we'll see you around. Bye-bye.